Wisconsin app today.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The brand new ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
It has been a really rough day on the injury front around the NFL. It's primetime on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, Sirius XM Channel 80, all presented by Progressive Insurance. You could reach us, 888-SAY-ESPN. That's 888-729-3776. John Michaels alongside Andy Gresh. Not the news you want to be breaking on this show. Normally it's who won, who lost.
The final whistle has blown. The game is final. But we're not done yet. This is Green Bay Game Night, powered by ESPN Wisconsin. Live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios in downtown Milwaukee. Alongside Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher and former Badger and Packer Gary Ellerson, here's Emmy Award-winning Homer.
This is Green Bay postgame show. The score means nothing. Absolutely nothing. But the first comments always come from Packer Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher. Want to know the score? Ask somebody else.
Yeah. Brutal day. Brutal day. I think coming in today, had we just lost, and yeah, we did lose 34-26 to the Broncos. Broncos are a good team. I thought we'd get beat today, but when you lose a guy like Micah Parsons, and I don't know what until we find out for sure, certainly doesn't look great. He's the one guy you can't lose on that defense. Can't lose him. And it does feel, I know the bagpipes are playing there. When he went out and it looked the way it did, it felt like all of the championship aspirations left with him. So whether or not that's going to be accurate or not, I'm just telling you how I felt. I'm sure that's how a lot of Packer fans feel because he's so instrumental in what we do. And then you factor in some of the other injuries today. You could not have asked for a worse day as a Packer fan, unless I'm not even going to bring up who else could have gotten hurt. It felt like almost everybody got hurt. But Micah Parsons being hurt and potentially being out for the season is devastating to all Packer fans and to that team. And we'll see what the next week holds. But today does feel like the aspirations to win a championship took a monstrous hit, and that's probably being as positive as I can be. And that's my opening statement today.
Thank you. I would only add that as devastating as his loss, it is clear what the offense is without Christian Watson.
Oh, God, yeah.
Prior to Watson leaving, everybody was wide open. It was just score every time. That is why I believe that Denver went for it on fourth down, because he had no fear whatsoever of the Packers doing anything with the group they had on offense. And he's not as good as Parsons, but today his loss was every bit the equal. And those are the – I knew he was good. I didn't know he was that important. Nobody, not one player was open after he left the game, certainly as the second half went further.
Homer, when you start looking at it, Zach Tom goes out. That's a blow, right?
Yep.
Christian Watson, after Tucker got hurt and Christian came back, you felt like, all right, got a new way of doing business. And then you see today again with you when you take that speed out of the equation, and maybe Matthew Golden can jump in there and do something.
Not yet,
but
yes.
He's not going to be to the same space where he is. And right now, it just feels like it. Listen, man, everything changes quickly in this league. Last week, we were on top of the world. This week, we're in the doldrums. But the Micah Parsons loss, if indeed it is, if he's done for the year, which is what some of the Twitter docs are saying, and I don't want to give them a ton of credence, but it's not great. Defensively, we had a tough day as it is. And without Micah, I think it's going to get a lot tougher. So it's a bad day, man. It is a bad day to be a Packer fan. Because, Homer, listen, man, going out to Denver and losing today, if everybody was healthy and we lost this game 34-26, I'd have questions about our defense, but I would say, oh, baby, our offense, we're all right. Jacobs dogged it out. He's going to be my dog. There's not going to be any big drama today with my dog. What an effort. I thought our O-line till the end. When Watson was out there, our O-line blocked fine.
Right, because guys were open. He threw the ball. He threw it quickly.
Yeah, I understand. Homer, I understand. I'm not – listen, I know we argued last week after a win. I'm not arguing with you tonight.
Neither am I.
I think all of us just have a sense of dread that this season everything was in front of us, and now it just feels like maybe it just ain't our year. And that's from our perspective. I hope it's not in theirs, and they could pout and mope around for a day or two, and then you know what? Nobody cares. You got a quick turnaround, and the season's kind of on the line next Saturday down in Chicago. So it's going to be a sucky plane ride home, and a lot of hopes and prayers are going to be out there as far as the health of both Zach Tom, obviously Watson, but especially with Micah Parsons, because you need to have a healthy Micah Parsons, I think, for this defense to lead, and it's just not looking great.
I think we looked it up. I just assumed the Bears would be a favorite. Of course, the Packers were the favorite today. The first we saw, the Packers
They shouldn't have been the favorite today.
And they certainly shouldn't be next week with all the injuries. But, they did a lot of really good things. I mean, Jordan Love was awesome. Every pass wasn't
Jordan
perfect,
was great, but
they even had a scramble. He had a great scramble. But it didn't matter because it was after Watson was out, and they couldn't do anything, even though he made that great play.
Homer, I'm going to tell you this though. I thought today I picked Denver to win like 20-19, like in a more of a low-scoring field goal game.
Right.
But I never anticipated Bo Nix. Like, Bo Nix looked like Drew Brees today.
Right. Quarterback rating 134.8. I believe that's the highest in his career.
Bo Nix has not been very good all year.
Mm-hmm.
They've won in spite of him. They won because of him today.
Yep. Were the Packers in the zone? It seemed like, I don't know, there were a lot of people open, but yes, he hit them. He didn't start throwing terribly till the end of the game. And he was back.
Part of it is,
yes,
we were getting beat with double moves. Keyshawn Nixon had another tough day. Their receivers, it just felt like every time they threw to Franklin, it was a catch and wide open in the seam on the touchdown. Our defense stunk today. Even before Micah was out, our defense stunk today.
Can I apologize to the defense for last week? I said they were an embarrassment and that it was pathetic, and I was just wrong. They're not very good. I based that on the thought that I thought they were a good defense in the way they played in the first half. They're not any good. They're back to
today they weren't.
Bo Nix.
Today they were not good.
Yeah. They were exactly in this whole game the way they were the second half last week. So
the defense stunk today, period. And you know what?
Yeah.
They give them credit again. I made the big thing. They closed. They did give our offense 2 more opportunities. They did. Our offense without Watson, not good.
Yeah.
Not good at all.
Yeah, it's... All right, let's hear from Sugar Free. Sugar Free.
8-0's gone.
Yeah, it's
going to be paying up Homer. And be over at Teddy's.
The easiest bet in the world. Yes, Sugar
Never
Free.
Never bet him.
What?
Never bet him. I'm going to put this on the record. Never bet Homer. I don't owe Homer anything.
Oh, okay.
So let's get that straight.
All right, let's
get that straight.
Fine. What else should we get straight? How stupid your prediction was?
Hey, I'm going to get something else straight right now.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to tell you what else is going to get straight right now. I want you both to answer this.
Yes.
Which coach in NFL history got suspended for dirty play for a whole year? Tell me.
Sean Payton.
Tell me his name.
Sean Payton.
There we go.
Sean Payton.
There we go. There we go.
I got one
There's
for
the
you.
guy who's responsible.
Who killed President Kennedy? What the hell does that have to do with anything?
What do you mean it doesn't?
Just what I said.
Well, just wait a second. Who did kill President Kennedy?
I believe Lee Harvey Oswald, but there's still some debate.
I'm not going to go down that road.
All right,
Shug,
okay.
go ahead.
All right, go ahead, Shug. Tell us why that has some impact on anything today. This I got to hear.
Dirty play. What? They were hitting Love late constantly. You can go back, watch a game.
Yeah, they hit Bo Nix late too. That Shug. Listen, man, Shug. I love agreeing with you. They were hitting Bo Nix. Go ahead. Okay, that's enough. And then
hold on. Let me interject one thing. I'll let you fit. Until Watson got hurt, it apparently wasn't of any value because the Packers were scoring.
Did you guys see in the beginning of the game? Number 9 for Denver, the dirty player 9, pushed Love's head into the turf.
I did.
Yes.
Yep, he'll get fined.
No call.
He'll get fined for that.
Yeah, he will.
Yep.
Okay. So don't tell me about no dirty play. Let me have my. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Go ahead.
I heard a guy use the F word too for Denver. I couldn't believe that.
I can't wait till we play these dirty players in the Super Bowl.
Hold on. I'll defer. Tausch, did you at any point in the game feel like the game's difference is they're allowing Denver to play so dirty? Did that enter your mind at any point in the game? All right.
I did not. No, I didn't.
Okay, well, you're going to have to watch the game again. That's all I'll
watch it.
Advise you to do. Watch the game again.
Hey, Tausch, you might have to watch it 5 times.
Homer told me last week I didn't watch the game. Maybe I didn't watch this one either. Who knows? Go ahead, Shug,
I saw the same one you did, Tausch. I don't know if that makes you feel good or bad.
And I'm going to tell you, this holding on Parsons all year, it got so bad this game. And you know what? If he has a torn ACL, you can blame a hold on that play. Go back and watch that play.
They did call holding against a lineman defending him, right? You know that, right? Yeah. Early in the game. Okay.
They did early, yeah. Okay. I knew you could guarantee that was going to happen today.
Not on that play. Not on that play.
No, not on that play. Yes, Tausch, you're right. When you do that, you do it early in the game.
Yep.
Okay. Well, he was held on that play.
Okay.
I believe that caused, I understand Nick's got out, but he had to turn his body.
Let's just get to it. Do you think the Packers got screwed in this game, and that's why they lost?
Sounds like it.
Okay, and you know what else?
So you do believe that? Okay, all right. Okay.
Yes, I do believe, and I'll tell you one thing.
Yes.
Okay.
The only thing that I question on the Packers end is one play. Okay, the first play out of the half. Okay. You are in control. I mean, not out of the half. After they got a 9-point lead, okay.
The bomb to Watson.
Not to control the ball there. I understand first down. You're going to go deep, but you have a 9-point lead. What are you supposed to do? Are you really trying to put the dagger in there?
Yes.
That's the only thing. Other than
because he had no faith in his defense.
Shug, if he overthrows that and Watson goes and gets it, we're all saying what a great play call because you daggerized him. You know that, right?
Yes.
And the issue isn't even the pass. The issue is the injury.
We're up 9.
I know.
We have to control the ball there.
All right, Shugs, you now get a comeback attempt if you wish. Then we're going to break and get to Tausch for a number of our segments. Now,
first of all,
is it over? The season is over. This chance has no chance. There's no ability to do anything of significance. I will say this right now. They make the playoffs. I'm happy. With these injuries, unless they're not as bad, they make the playoffs. I'm happy. I don't even require a win in the playoffs if these guys are hurt.
Okay. I disagree with that, but continue.
You think it's reckless,
So
or
the
how
Packers
much do
will
you
win the
disagree?
division.
The what?
Yeah. Yeah, if they win next week, they're winning the
They're not
division,
winning
guys.
next week.
They win next week,
You
they're
think
winning the
they're
division.
winning next week?
I don't know. I think they definitely can.
I agree with that. They'll be there.
Homer, this is more about this loss with Micah. I
Yes.
need to know more about Micah before I'm going to jump out on that ledge with you.
Well, if Watson's not playing, I'm still on that ledge for next week.
Yeah. We need Watson.
And you made
for
a
sure.
great point.
Parsons.
I
yeah.
could be proven wrong because Golden looked fantastic compared to what we've seen, and he's the only guy that could replace Watson short term. It's a reach, but
Okay. So, Shug, you think let me ask you this, Shug, before we let you go. No Micah, no Watson, you still believe this team can go win a Super Bowl?
I'm not saying for sure.
I was ready to laugh.
But, I'll tell you, I'm going to tell you, if you guys got connections inside the Packers, which I know Tausch does,
Tausch does.
Yep.
I looked, this is very important. I looked at Jacob's eyes after all this happened, and I'll tell you, that guy had it.
No.
You give him the ball.
Really?
You didn't see?
I
Yeah,
did,
look,
because he's not
at
that
what,
kind of guy. Even if he was thinking that way, we would never see it.
Did you see what he did today? Did you see the plays he made today?
He was awesome.
Yeah, I don't need to watch the game
and he's
again
probably
either.
he's probably 70% too. I mean, he is beat up.
Yes.
He's a warrior.
Shug,
He is an absolute
I'll let you
warrior.
guys go, but I'm going to tell you, they will win the division.
Okay. Whatever you want to bet. Whatever you want to bet.
I'll join that club.
That
I
they're
think
gonna
they
win
can still win the division. I think they're still favored to win the division, I bet.
Probably, yes. That would be
all right.
impressive.
Thanks, Shug.
You bet.
Oh, and I had one other.
So I'm going to say this for Shug. You guys know Shug, he calls every week.
Yeah,
he's an
good.
optimist.
Yes.
This wasn't an officials game. It was a really good ball game. It was a really good game. Christian Watson's injury killed us, and then Micah Parsons' injury deflated everything else.
Yeah. It's no one's fault.
That's what happened.
This is no one's fault.
No.
Everybody should
Sean
feel
Payton
as
tried
good
to
about
help
the
us.
Packers. Yes. Well, I know why
Sean
did that
Payton tried to help us. I think the grit of Jacobs, I thought Jordan Love was awesome today.
Yep.
He made the bad throw at the end that led to that interception. Yeah, the guy's got to still catch the ball, but I get it. He's not perfect.
Right. It was a bad pass.
It was not a good throw. I agree.
But anyway, I'm not.
All in all,
he's good.
Homer, Jordan Love's he's really good.
Yes.
But what bothers me is Bo Nix. Bo Blanken Nix.
Yeah.
He looked like a prime Drew Brees today. Everything he wanted, he did. I have been so bullish on this defense. And by the way, this was with Micah in the game, too. Not post-Micah.
Yeah.
That's the part that is really discouraging to me.
They had,
He had 302 yards passing.
Yeah, quarterback
with 4
rating
touchdowns.
of 134.8.
Are you kidding me? 4 touchdowns? Or do you have 5? Felt like I think he had 4 touchdowns.
He had 4. The guy, who's the other quarterback? He had 5. He did the guy for Jacksonville.
Hey,
yes?
Bo Nix, guys.
Yes. Yep. And there were some people open, but he made a number of very good passes. I thought the Green Bay receivers were open more than Denver until Watson got hurt. But
he was fine. I mean, it was just too easy today for him. Yep. That's all. Just too easy.
All right. Packers lose. The score still doesn't matter. There's only one thing that matters. The update on the injuries to Micah Parsons, Christian Watson.
Yep.
It's Zach so Tom. Bad. No, Zach Tom, as good as he is, he ain't even in the same level.
Well, I understand,
but it still hurts.
Well, Adam Schefter put out
we now
the initial
have some
belief
news.
is that he.
Will has some news.
You're going to tease it?
No, I'm not going to tease it. Why? I want people to know right now. We're not playing a game with this.
Go ahead.
I think Tosh was about to say it if you want to deliver it, Tosh.
Yeah, Adam Schefter, the initial belief is that Packers edge rusher suffered a torn ACL today, as somebody else reported. and there's further testing to see, but the initial fear is that he tore his ACL. And if that's the case, his season's over.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely devastating. Can I add one thing just from a commentary standpoint before we go to break? Let's remember this weekend, it's December 14th, when everybody is clamoring for more games and more Thursday night, Wednesday night, Tuesday night packages. Let's get an 18th game. Let's get a 20th game. And then we see star after star after star after star go out of the season early because we keep playing more and more and more and more. We want more and more and more. Maybe we should take a beat and not just stamp this 18th game. Because this weekend, I want this weekend to be put into the NFLPA's security vault and said, whenever they bring this up, like we're getting an 18th game, bam, 12-14 to 25. Let's remember that. When we all want to be entertained, which I know you do, Homer.
Yeah, I can solve this.
Remember this date.
Yeah, they'll do what they've done in the NBA. Teams have to realize, based on the comments that you made, which are accurate, you don't play every game. You sit people out. You just rest them.
All right.
And if you lose, you lose.
So we're going to start load managing.
Yes, totally.
Guys.
How will you not do it?
Okay.
Just like you need to make the field goal harder.
What are you going to do? So, Homer, you're telling me, hold up.
I'm telling you.
You're telling me we're going to play 18, but players can only play 16. So the Packers have to decide which game Jordan Love sits out? That's what you're telling me?
Yeah, I don't know the specifics of how teams will deal with it. But there will be, because what you're saying is accurate, there will be teams trying to figure out how to make the playoffs and keep their players healthy, because what you say is true. And how many games will that play? I don't know, but you're going to play less, and when they accept what you say, right, you got to play less, correct? There's no other answer other than that, correct? They're going to have 18 games. They're also it's so popular, they make so much. The first thing I would do is stop playing on Thursday night. That, to me, would help limit the injuries.
That ain't going to happen.
All right, so
they're going to play 18 games. All I'm saying is,
you're right. When
they bring this up, and everybody's clamoring for it because we all love it, it's our livelihood too. More. 12-14, 2025. Right. Devontae out with a hammy. Micah, potentially ACL. Mahomes, ACL. You can just start going through the list. And I know football is a violent game, but we just keep piling it on, and we expect just to keep rolling.
Can I tell you the first group you need to talk to?
No. Oh yeah, go ahead. Who is
players? Players want to play more games. They get paid more.
No, players would like to get paid more and play the same or less games.
How's that work?
So don't put it on players.
Of course it is. The players could force. If the players wouldn't play for a certain number of games, wouldn't go to a 17th game, but do they have no power whatsoever?
Paid.
Right.
The NFL, this is, Homer, I'm not going to let you blasphemize this because you don't know what the hell you're talking about. No offense to you.
What?
This is if I may.
Yes,
the owners said, we're doing 17. Here is what's going to happen. And if you don't like it, we ain't going to play. And the players are saying, oh, well, let's at least extract a little bit of this. Players didn't want to play 17 games. They wanted to get paid for that extra, so they threw them some crumpets.
Then you
but
say
that's
we're not
how this works.
What do you mean it's not how you're playing? They had a lockout before.
Yeah.
I'm old enough to play. They never had a lockout before? What? Like now the players don't have the guts to have a lockout? What?
All right, here's the deal. Not for today. We'll do this a different day. It's a post-game show. I'm not doing this today.
All right, sounds good.
All I'm saying is, okay, let's move it along.
Yep. Flush it or flesh it next, and along with all your calls. Man, I thought Sugar Free was going to say they're still going to win the Super Bowl. Oh, man. I was warming up the laugh in the bullpen. Next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
This season, give gifts that are always a win. Island Resort and Casino gift cards, gaming and dining, poolside fun, and overnight stays. Gift cards unlock endless island adventures, like championship golf rounds on Sweetgrass and Sage Run, a blissful escape to the Drift Spa, and an unforgettable evening in the Island Showroom. To buy Island Resort and Casino gift cards, stop by the Island Club or call 877-ISL-SHOW now.
the president of James Imaging Systems, Tom Tegeter.
As I reflect on the 2025 performance of the James Imaging Systems team, I'm inspired by their power of action, reliable follow-through, and ability to consistently connect with our clients. So thank you for helping our clients grow, profit, and thrive. In addition, I'm humbled by the trust our clients place in the James Imaging Systems expertise to help them succeed, now and in the years to come. As your local business technology partner, I extend my appreciation and gratitude for your ongoing loyalty. Looking forward, I feel that as individuals and as a community, if we display the power of positive action and authentically strive to find common ground, then our local communities will be stronger and our family connections will be secure and enduring. To everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless America.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
It's Faison who rises up, throws it down. Faison Fields is a man possessed.
Faison Fields and the Milwaukee Panthers men's basketball team take on Indiana State this Sunday. Tip-off is at 1 p.m. at Panther Arena. From clutch three-pointers to rim-rattling dunks to game-changing blocks, you'll experience all the action. Ticket prices start at $19. Help tilt the floor this Sunday at 1. Visit mkepanthers.com for tickets. Panther Athletics for the MKE.
Hi, this is Michelle Voskel, CPA and team member at the Neal Group. As we get closer to the end of the year, what can you do to make sure you are not paying more in taxes than you have to? What deductions are commonly overlooked? What new items were created by the new tax law? How will the changes affect you? Are you using all the strategies available to reduce your taxes? You still have time to get your financial records in order to make sure you don't pay more in taxes than you absolutely have to. Avoiding taxes is perfectly fine. Evading taxes can land you in prison. Remember last year when you said never again? Don't do the same thing this year and expect different results. You earned it. We help you keep it. Call 414-325-2040 now to set up a meeting to see how you can take advantage of all the tax laws. Don't be surprised again on April 15th. The first meeting is free. That's 414-325-2040. Or visit us at nealgroup.net. That's Neal Group.net.
Green and gold fans, it's game day. And you know what that means. Tailgating with friends and raising a glass to our favorite team. This season, make Bacardi the star of your pregame party. Whether you're mixing up a classic Bacardi and cola, refreshing Bacardi lime and soda, or a smooth spiced and cola, Bacardi is the perfect pick for game day fun. Grab a bottle and get ready to cheer on Green Bay with the best in hand. Available now at your local retailer. Live passionately, drink responsibly. Bacardi USA, Miami, Florida. Run 40% alcohol by volume.
Homer here for Window Nation's end of the year sale. It's cold here in Milwaukee, and if you've been thinking about new windows, it's good you waited, because during Window Nation's end of the year sale, get 50% off, plus you could get 0% interest for 5 years. On windows that stop the cold wintry drafts, seal out moisture, and so energy efficient, you'll save money on your utility bills. Installed in 1 day. Lifetime warranty and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Sale ends soon. Don't miss out on big savings. WindowNation.com to get started.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. Flush it.
We failed multiple times with bad ideas. I didn't know were bad till I realized they didn't work.
Or flesh it.
Yeah, that's one idea. Or we can work as a team.
Brought to you by Gordon Flesh Company. Business technology managed. Taking the worry out of your office equipment and IT needs.
Flush it or flesh it with Mark Tauscher. Talk about him first, Tausch.
I will. It takes a team to meet just about any goal. That's true on the football field as it is in the office, and the Gordon Flesh Company has been providing cutting-edge technology for companies of all sizes for over 65 years. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
Flush it or flesh it. No one is to blame for this game. This is simply a horrific game because players got hurt. Everything else would be fine even if they'd lost the game. Flush it or flesh it.
Yeah, but let's flush that out a little. Let's flesh that out a little bit. I think that had we just went into Denver and lost, whatever the score ended up being, we lose by 8. I would say, all right, Denver's a good team. I would be highly concerned about the way our defense played.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that we potentially lost Micah Parsons for the season and how vital he is to what we do, that has completely ruined the day for me. And I think my thoughts that this was a Super Bowl contending team, I still think we're going to make the playoffs, and I still think we're in position. We're going to have to play better on offense. And our offense was good today, but we're going to need Watson back, and we're going to need to score points to cause problems both next week. Now all of a sudden that Baltimore game doesn't feel as good. Everything kind of just feels in flux. Maybe by the middle of next week I'll feel a little bit better. But after a game like today, no shame in losing to the Denver Broncos. That's a good football team on the road. It's just really difficult to see how you can find a path if you take your best tight end, your best wideout, and your best defensive player, and they're not going to be available to you. Now, I don't know the extent of Watson's injury yet, but if that is the case, I don't know many teams that can overcome that. And I think the Packers would be in that category.
Yes, there you have it. Flush it or flesh it, presented by the Gordon Flesh Company. I guess if you had to find someone to blame, it would have to be the defense. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not.
The special teams again today wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. Defense stunk today. Jeff Hafley, whatever plan he had put in place, wasn't very good.
Yeah.
The defensive backs, we continue to see if you don't win with your pass rush, this defensive backfield can't hold up. Unfortunately. And that's what's happening.
Cornerbacks. And they had a couple chances for interception. McKinney missed one, but yeah.
And Valentine missed one. We have not taken advantage of that, but it comes down to you have put so many resources into your pass rush that it needs to be better than what it was. And now, obviously, with Micah, that concern's even higher.
They gave up 21 points with Micah playing, and when he departed, it was Denver on the 1st and 10, 29 of the Packers. So it probably would have come up to at least 24. But again, they 21 while he played, and in the quarter plus that he didn't, they gave up another 13. And hard-pressed to say much about the offense, but too many field goals, right? They scored on the first 5 possessions, but only 2 touchdowns. That's what Denver does.
We were in position. We should have been up. You play good teams. You can't kick field goals. And we let them hang around, even though I thought we totally outplayed them in that first half.
Yep.
To only be up by 2 was tough. And that bit us in the took us.
Right, but
at
they
the end.
scored immediately the first possession, so now you're up 9 after one possession in the second half. Oh, baby, it was looking good.
And then a great play. Give Patrick Surtain credit. He's a great player. He made a great play. And by the way, we caught a big break, and I know some fans disagree. That pass interference that they called on that 3rd down on Golden was very nice before Jacobs had the touchdown run.
Yep.
That was very nice for us. So for Shug and for everybody that thought the refs screwed us, I have a hard time buying into that theory tonight. I thought the game, way too many flags for my liking.
Yes.
But I didn't think the officiating was monumental one way or the other.
We will break. We'll get to your calls, and we will also have sit means sit. Generally, after a frustrating loss, you can have a very long postgame show. This will not be one of those shows. This postgame is about one thing and one thing only: injuries. If there's ever been an injury day as bad as this one for the Green Bay Packers in the history of the team,
well,
let me know.
Aaron Rodgers breaking his collarbone was kind of a tough deal.
Correct. That's one player. I should have said multiple players. Yes, the quarterback will be the most. But find the equal to Micah Parsons, Christian Watson, and Zach Tom. And there may be more, Williams. What? No, he's on the third, but
you said Zach.
Said it's not.
I would say this: if Christian Watson is out for an extended period of time, we might be in trouble with the playoff side of it.
Can you further explain that?
Well, I have to look at who else is out there, right? I have to look at who else is out because the Lions lost today, so they're 2 games back at Green Bay, or a game and a half back. We have 4 losses. Do they have 6?
They do. 8-6. Packers 9-4-1. The Bears are 10-4. Both.
Oh yeah,
Seattle
we're going to be in the playoffs.
11-3.
We'll be in the playoffs. It's going to be.
Is that good enough?
It'll be us, the Niners, and depending if we win next week, we'll win the division. If we lose, we'll probably be a wild card team. And if that's the case, we'll end up being that 5. 5 seed's not a bad spot to be, if that's what it ends up shaking out.
I will be very.
It all comes
happy.
down to next week. It's all down to next weekend, Saturday night at Soldiers Field.
It'll probably be warmer next Saturday, having looked at the weather. Today, I think,
it can't be any
cold as it's ever been in Chicago. All right, sit means sit. The Packers lose Micah Parsons, and we don't know yet about Christian Watson or Zach Tom or who was it? Williams that also got hurt.
Felt like everybody.
Yep. That's why the score isn't mentioned, because it doesn't matter. Next.
We're back with Green Bay Game Night after this on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
Experience the excellence of Catholic Memorial High School for yourself. Come see how students gain a competitive edge at CMH. Visit CatholicMemorial.net to schedule a VIP tour or student shadow day. Meet the inspiring teachers, welcoming students, and feel the energy of the CMH culture, where all students achieve more than they ever imagined possible. Visit CatholicMemorial.net to schedule your visit. That's CatholicMemorial.net. Catholic Memorial High School in Waukesha, where you rise.
Diamond stud earrings are the Christmas gift that shines brighter than the tree.
If she already has a pair of natural diamond studs from Kessler's, bring them in and we'll give you 100% of the price you pay.
When you trade them in on a larger pair of diamond stud earrings.
That's been our policy for more than 30 years.
We have diamond studs from $198 up to $40,000.
And we have 0% financing for 18 months with approved credit.
And 0% is a really low interest rate.
Some people say that 0% is the very best interest rate.
Diamond studs always fit perfectly.
They never go out of style.
And you can wear them with anything.
If you want to trade in her old natural diamond studs from Kessler's on some bigger diamond studs from Kessler's,
go ahead and pick up her new ones today.
And you can bring in the old ones after the holidays.
Come to Kessler's.
Bigger is better. And blue diamonds are you diamonds.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you and our holiday hours, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
This winter, upgrade your home and your savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. New windows, roofing, siding, or a stunning bath makeover. Get it done now and get $3,000 off your project. That's right, $3,000 back in your pocket during our biggest year-end blowout. Call 262-800-4274 or head to extpros.com. Don't wait. These holiday savings melt away fast. Exterior Pros and Baths. Your home upgraded for the holidays.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch, and I've got the perfect gift idea for you. A holiday design gift box filled with all your favorite Kringle flavors from Racine Danish Kringles. No wrapping, no stress, just pure holiday joy. My family and I love it when the Kringle box from Racine Danish Kringles arrives at our house, and you can have it happen too. Go to Kringle.com or call 800-4DANISH to order today. Racine Danish Kringles is the official pastry of ESPN Wisconsin. Racine Danish Kringles, it's not just a treat, it's a tradition. Visit Kringle.com.
You know, I couldn't stop talking about it to my family and friends. My knees are my trouble spot. But for me to tell them now that I'm doing so much better, they were amazed, and I've been amazed.
QC Kinetics Cellular Therapies. Yes, it is amazing how these non-surgical treatments deliver joint pain relief for patients like Dr. Eric Williams, a successful chiropractor.
Each week, I just started noticing that I could sleep and not have pain. I could play pickleball. I could do a CrossFit exercise routine.
QC Kinetics revitalizes your joints so you can move again. again without the pain pills or invasive surgery.
You know, I'm 60 years old and I want to stay competitive as long as I can. And QC has allowed me to do that. They did me right and really made a difference in my life.
Book your free consultation with QC Kinetics today and experience the difference for yourself.
I like to go, move, move, move.
QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Put a little wow in your winter at the 31st Annual Lake Geneva Winterfest and America's Snow Sculpting Invitational, January 28th through February 1st. Watch 15 top teams create breathtaking masterpieces in snow right before your very eyes. Enjoy bonfires on the beach, a kids' play area, live entertainment, and a sparkling downtown ice sculpture walk. Plan your Winterfest getaway at visitlakgeneva.com. Lake Geneva, where it's always been the place for winter magic.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ. It's time for the Sit Mean Sit Dog of the Game.
You see these dogs in your front yard?
Jordan Love.
Dog. Josh Jacobs. Dog. Micah Parsons. Dog.
Matthew Golden.
He's a dog.
Presented by Sit Mean Sit Dog Training in Waukesha and Milwaukee. Visit sitmeansit.com.
You gotta be the dog. And I'm like, man, we got dogs.
Yes, the dog of the game brought to you by Sit Mean Sit. If your dogs don't always listen to you or you ask yourself, why don't they listen to what I say, look no further than Sit Mean Sit. You can have a happy, confident, and obedient dog. Contact Sit Mean Sit Dog Training today in Milwaukee or Waukesha to schedule a free consultation. Go to sitmeansit.com and check out their Milwaukee and Waukesha pages. Now, Mark Tauscher, and for the first time that I can ever remember, he gave us a preview ahead of time. Who's going to win the dog of the game?
Yeah, I didn't think anybody on the defensive side of the ball earned it or would be even in the mix. I don't know who I'd put on there. The receiving core, there could be a few, but this was as easy. And because I'm kind of bummed and down in the dumps a little bit, this is the easiest one ever. And that is I'm going with, and like I got a special appearance by my brother's little puppy, Augie. Take a look, Homer. Take a look, Homer. Look at I got my little doggy.
That's not a little dog.
Augie.
That's not a little
Good
dog.
Augie.
You don't even know what a
Josh
little dog
Jacobs,
is.
can you bark for me, Augie?
That is a medium-sized dog.
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs is my. Come on, Augie. Bark.
Do it.
Bark. Woof, woof.
By the
woof.
way, just
Don't bite me. Don't bite me.
Just to
woof,
help people
woof.
out, unless a dog weighs 6 pounds or less, it is not a small dog. How much
You
does
want to
that
say
dog
Augie?
weigh?
Josh Jacobs.
Yes.
Josh Jacobs is my dog of the game. Homer, I would say she's 10 pounds.
Yeah. Doesn't count then.
Or he. Is it a he? It's a he. Good boy. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye, Homer.
Yeah.
Bye, Homer.
They don't even know what a small dog is like. That's a German Shepherd compared to a small dog. I was going to say Josh Jacobs, and he deserves it. But I want to put a word in for Jordan Love because he played great. He played, weaker at the end, and his quarterback rating is 68.3. But with no Watson, he needed to do something, and his best play to me by far was the scramble. And he kept the drive going, which you felt gave them maybe a chance. But, 24-yard scramble, and the Packers have 1st and 10 on the 47. And the Packers are leading 23-21. Then incomplete, Jacobs, and then a sack, and that was the end of the game. But
yeah,
you got to give him credit. He keeps getting better, and he had some passes that weren't perfect.
Homer, the touchdown catch that Jacobs made was sick.
Yes.
That guy's known for not catching touchdown passes.
Correct.
They go one-on-one with him. He is tough. I mean, he is probably, I don't know what percentage he's at. He is the epitome. We've been doing this dog of the game for a couple of years. He is the epitome of what you want as a player, as a leader.
Yeah, we should call it the Josh Jacobs dog of the game to honor someone who plays more like him. Yeah.
The last couple of weeks, I'm with you.
I
He's
feel
the man.
I feel more sorrow for him than any other player on the team.
Why is that?
You like everything about him. Plus, he's just so incredibly tough.
Yeah.
And now when they give him even a little hole, you see how many yards he gets. How well he can run in the open field if he ever gets it. He had 12 carries, 73 yards, 6.1. Just every time he talks, you want to
touchdown catch.
Yes.
Oh, I don't think we're giving that touchdown catch enough love. It was so good. So good.
Yeah. No, it's so good. And those who followed him were more amazed probably than we were in terms of he's got two receiving touchdowns in his career. And the other one, I don't remember. But anyway, I don't.
It was special.
You just want to win for him, and he's done more than his part, and it doesn't matter. Do we have we heard anything yet?
Yep.
We have heard about Micah Parsons, torn ACL. No, not official.
Sounds like it. Yep.
But they're accepting
not
that.
official,
and then,
but it sounds like it.
What was it? Is it Watson like a busted collarbone or something?
We hope not. They said chest. It looked like a shoulder when it first happened. So hopefully it's like an AC joint and something that's not broken or needs to be surgically. Or it's just something that you rest.
Right.
Obviously, even if it's an AC and it's bad, you can be out for a while.
Yeah.
So we'll just let's have our fingers crossed and hope that that Christian Watson isn't in a spot where he's going to miss a ton of time.
Yeah, because if he's not going to miss a ton of time, I will still pick the Packers to win the division. But if he's going to miss a ton of time, then no. I just want to make sure they make the playoffs. With no Christian Watson.
So just a little bit of an update.
Yeah.
A little bit of an update for you, Homer, from Rob Domofsky. LaFleur said on whether Micah Parsons tore his ACL, it doesn't look good, which is bad.
Correct.
And then Christian Watson was taken to the hospital after undergoing his chest injury. He did not know if he'd be able to return home with the team tonight. So that's not great.
Do you have a knowledge of staying in the hospital as being good or bad? It just kind of depends, but it doesn't necessarily.
Well, let me ask you this, Homer.
Yes.
Let me ask you this, just a random Sunday night. Would you rather sleep in your bed or would you rather go sleep in a hospital?
I would rather sleep in my bed, but sleeping in the hospital is what I'm asking. Doesn't determine that he's going to be out for a while. Only you would know that. Have you had players that, like this, spent the night in the hospital and were ready in a week or so because it turned out they had a – what did Watt have? And he's played.
I don't think that's usually a good sign.
Okay. Right.
Sometimes it's when you're talking about, if guys have to go to the hospital, that typically means they're worried about some vitals. They're worried about flying with certain things. So I would say it's not a positive. That doesn't mean it's terrible. It could just be overly precautionary, which is what I think we all hope for.
Yeah, given how serious it could be, though it doesn't necessarily mean that for a football player it is. I don't know what that would be. All right. More with Mark Tauscher. You can get to talk to him next.
We're back with Green Bay Game Night after this on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
One of the best things about the holidays is going home and spending time with family and friends. One of the worst things, getting there. Holiday travel can be tough, especially driving. If you or a loved one needs help after an accident this holiday season, we're here for you. Our top-notch team of experienced professionals is available 24/7. Be safe this holiday season. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
It's the holiday season, the best time of the year for sports. Bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes, it's all happening at once. Hey, it's Mark Tauscher with ESPN Wisconsin, and there's one place where it always feels good to be right.
Prize Picks. It's the simplest way to play daily fantasy. Make your player picks in less than 60 seconds. Just choose more or less on at least 2 player stats. You get them right, you can cash in. And new this season, early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you might be able to cash up before the game even ends. And with stacks, you could pick the same player up to 3 times in one lineup. Like more on Giannis's rebounds, points, threes, assists. You can only do that on Prize Picks. Deposits are fast and easy with Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. Can't leave him alone for a 12.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The president of James Imaging Systems, Tom Tegeter.
As I reflect on the 2025 performance of the James Imaging Systems team, I'm inspired by their power of action, reliable follow-through, and ability to consistently connect with our clients. So thank you for helping our clients grow, profit, and thrive. In addition, I'm humbled by the trust our clients place in the James Imaging Systems expertise to help them succeed, now and in the years to come. As your local business technology partner, I extend my appreciation and gratitude for your ongoing loyalty. Looking forward, I feel that as individuals and as a community, if we display the power of positive action and authentically strive to find common ground, then our local communities will be stronger and our family connections will be secure and enduring. To everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless America.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
This is Kevin Moret from Mentality. Every day is a silent competition, and with testosterone dropping 1% annually, you're fighting an uphill battle. Your colleagues notice when you lose your edge, your partner senses when your confidence wavers, and without addressing low T, you're set up to fail. No willpower can overcome this hormonal deficit. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments have shown a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Don't let low T define you. Reclaim your power at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. React to the game by calling the Carbless Talk and Text line, 800-990-3776.
Score will not be given unless you call in and want people to hear it. Score is irrelevant. What's important, Micah Parsons appears torn ACL. Gone!
Scores right there. Homer. Scores right on our video stream. Right there.
Fine.
34-26.
Yeah.
It says it right there.
Okay. You could have said it's on the screen without saying it, but that's all right. Never has a score been more irrelevant. Micah Parsons, torn ACL. Christian Watson, he's in the hospital. Don't know how serious that is. And what do we have for Zach Tom and what do you have there? Well, you got something. Zach Tom, at least a couple weeks. He's felt worse. And then who else? Williams is also hurt?
Yeah, from Tom Silverstein, he just tweeted out, better news for the Packers. Right tackle Zach Tom said there didn't appear to be any structural damage in his injured right knee. Safety Evan Williams said he'd have tests done on his knee, but he said he didn't feel as badly as when he missed 4 games in college. So, 2 positive.
Dr. Tauscher, can you analyze either of those?
Well, if you miss 4 weeks, that's usually an MCL, and if you feel better about it, that means it's not as, I guess, weak as maybe it would be. I hate Twitter doctors. I think they're dumb. I think the whole thing is dumb. So I'm not going to overanalyze, but that's obviously good news if both Zach Tom and Evan Williams feel better about maybe potentially playing than not. That's a good sign.
All right, let's get to the callers. Levi, you're on with Mark Tauscher. Let her fly.
Hey, guys. Hey, Tauscher, you got a dog, huh? I saw that.
No,
that's my brother's
He doesn't
dog.
have a dog. He's fighting
your
dog.
brother. Okay. I wasn't sure about that.
You've ever got, are you going to get a dog? You've said for how many years now that you're going to have it?
I've thought about it. My wonderful daughter pushed me pretty hard, and she's knows how to get what she wants.
Make sure it weighs over
typically.
20 pounds. That's all I'm telling you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if they brought it up on the show tomorrow, Tausch. But anyway, I want to have my take on the game tonight. Oh,
yep.
Micah Parsons, and I feel bad for the guy, man. I just don't like it when they always say that they believe it. It looks like an ACL, but I don't know, man. I just don't like when they say that. Like most of the time, they get it right. But I just hope that guy can be okay. And
yep, we all.
I just gotta say one thing. I got another thing to say to Bear fans. I don't
think you should. I wouldn't go there. I know. This is not a good time.
I know.
Unless you want to say the Packers are going to win. You want to say that, but otherwise, shut up. It's the only thing that matters.
Whoa.
That's rough.
Whoa.
That's harsh.
They're just going to destroy you if the Bears
you
win.
don't have to. Shut up was strong.
Okay,
Levi, what do you want to say to Bear fans?
What should I say instead of
Levi,
shut up?
what do you want to say to Bear fans? Levi, what do you want to say?
Well, I have to hang up pretty soon because my phone's almost dead, but I'm not going to watch the rest of the show on YouTube because I don't want to see the chat about Bear fans saying stuff up what happened to Micah Parsons. But hey, Bear fans, how would you like it if your franchise player got hurt and we laughed at that? That wouldn't be funny at all, man.
Yeah, we're going to be classier than that.
We don't even give time to that. That's just
Levi. We're going to be classier than that. It is what it is. Don't get bothered by that.
I know. I'm just saying.
I
know. I'm just saying. I don't want to see that. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
All he knows, whenever that happens on social media, just look up the person.
I hear you, Levi. It's positivity only.
The Bears would be embarrassed to have that person as a fan. All right. Thanks, Levi. Sorry I said to shut up.
See you later.
Yep. Yeah, don't be so harsh, Homer.
Okay.
You dog cuss me out on Twitter. You text me naughty things, and then you tell Levi to come on.
Yeah.
You're better than that.
I'm working on that. It's a work in progress. Jason, you're on with Mark Tauscher. Let her fly.
Hey, guys. First of all, I'm just really bummed for Micah Parsons. What a fun player he was to watch this season. Just takes the whole air out of the season.
Like everything about him. Nobody knew they were going to like him so much, in addition to how great a player he is.
Well, he's just a great player.
Exactly.
Great player.
Yeah.
Yep.
And second, I don't know if you guys saw it, but if not, I kind of urge you to maybe rewatch it. The TV interview of Sean Payton coming out for the second half by the sideline reporter, even though the Packers were up 16-14, he had a real shit-eating grin on his face, and he said he loved where Denver was at. I was kind of confused by that, but then I got to be honest, Peyton really ate Hafley's lunch today, and what he did.
He did.
And
he did.
Tosh, you kind of
strategically. What did he do?
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Everything he wanted.
He exposed our cornerbacks. Come on, that's the most points Denver scored, other than when they blitzed the worst team in the defensively at the time, Dallas. I mean, Nixon, Valentine, and Hobbs. Come on, that's an awful trio.
They stunk.
Did it matter if Green Bay played man or zone or not?
Well, no, Homer, as Tausch has alluded to, we can't rush. We have Rashawn Gary and Lucas Van Ness, who are both taken in the first half of the first round. They're nothing. I mean,
so you have to blitz and rush because that's the only hope you have. Tausch, is that the option?
Well, I'll say this. No, what they want to do is play zone and have great pass rush and let Xavier McKinney and Evan Williams go hunt. That's what you want. But what happened is when you played man, they knew they were playing man, and they abused Nixon tonight. Valentine had a tough night. And if they can't rush the passer, their corners got exposed. And that's happened now. And now that's why this injury is so devastating to Micah, because he draws all that attention. Now, we have not seen anybody else elevate other than J.J. Enagbare. That's it. Wyatt's out, who is your best interior. Now Micah's out. It's going to be a lot easier to expose our back end. And that's the part that's so frustrating and I think devastating to us Packer fans that see that.
I can't have one now, though I would like it. Go ahead, finish, Jason. Sorry, I got to get the team.
I was going to say, my last question is, you're asking if the season's over, and I think we all kind of know as far as competing for a Super Bowl it is. But I got to ask Tausch, if Micah's not back for half the season next year, isn't the real question, is next season kind of over before it begins?
No. Sorry,
we don't have a first-round pick.
So
we're going to lose some players. We don't have any money to spend in free agency.
Tausch told me not playing might be a good thing.
This is a devastating day today.
You said there were too many games.
It was a devastating.
If Parsons is out the first half of next season, so what? They can still get in the playoffs. Who you got? What? No, you said that they need to play fewer games because too many players are getting hurt, and that this will. Well,
I said, stop adding games.
Right,
like, let's cut this baloney out.
Right,
yeah.
Well, you're cutting games for him. He's only going to play half the games next year. You don't like that?
I don't know. Yeah, it's a great point that we just heard, because you're going to be out, 8 months probably. That puts you September, October, and that's if you're being super aggressive. So I don't even want to think about that. I wasn't even thinking about that. I'm thinking about the rest of this season and how we can kind of reboot and figure out. We saw it. It took a while with Tucker being injured. Watson emerged. I don't think there's going to be somebody that can do that on the defensive side. It needs to be Rashawn Gary, and I don't know if that's in his arsenal right now.
Thanks for the call. 1-800-990-3776. Do you want to do Tito's?
I do. Tito's handmade vodka after a tough game. Oh, it goes great. Anything.
Half
with
gallon of Tito's?
Handmade
That's what I need
vodka.
Right now.
Double Tito's tonight. Tito's is known for great vodka and giving back and doing good. I should bring Augie back in for dogs. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas, which, by the way, the Wisconsin volleyball team is slapping Texas around up 2-0 after Nebraska got knocked out. We're knocking on a championship down there, old boy, down in Austin,
Nebraska?
Texas. Texas A&M beat them.
Wow.
Undefeated season.
Yes.
Choke job. Reminds me of UNLV losing to Duke. That's how good Nebraska was viewed. Nobody could beat them.
They'd only lost like 2 games all year.
They didn't lose a game. Oh, you mean games?
Yeah.
They didn't lose. They lost sets.
Correct.
They didn't lose any games.
Correct. But they had only lost like two sets all season long or something. Yeah, they were.
But they lost at home. So Wisconsin positioned. They got to win one more set down in Austin, Texas. Crafted to be savored responsibly. Bet everybody, if they can find a way to get to that 3, we'll be celebrating with a little Tito's. And I'll be celebrating with a Tito's in my glass tonight.
All right. I want to give you one last caller. Jeremy in Milwaukee. The last comments from Mark Tauscher. Let her fly.
Yep, I'm here. How we doing?
Go ahead, Jeremy.
How we doing?
We're sad.
Can I yell at this caller? How are we doing? Did you ask somebody on the Titanic?
I got a couple of things to say. So, I've been a part of. I'm 25. I'm a young buck compared to you guys, but I've been to
especially Homer, Jeremy. Am I right?
Yes. God, I wish I was 25. Oh, baby, I was smoking hot. Yes, go ahead.
Hold your horses. Let me just say, my grandpa sold beer at County Stadium. My dad took me to every single game. This year, got put in heartbreak. I've seen the Packers win in my lifetime. It was absolutely amazing. I know where we're heading right now, and I'd be a fool to think that we are going to make it and win this ship. But lot to unpack here. It's not even that we're sleeping in the bed that we made, because, frankly, the injuries came completely unexpected.
They're unlucky.
You lose. Oh, my God. I mean, are you joking? Also, I have an answer to your question. What game was it that there were more injuries? And I got it right here. It was in 2010. This was a regular season game. Jermichael Finley, out, knee. Yep. Donald Lee, shoulder, out. Ryan Pickett, ankle, out. Clay Matthews, hamstring, out. Derek Martin, knee, out. Aaron Rodgers suffers a concussion in overtime. This is all in one game. So, I mean, that's close. But you lose a guy like Micah, I mean,
and Watson and Zach Tom.
Some of those guys came back and they won the Super Bowl. You should tell me that.
They did.
If you think this game is like the game in 2010, right now, tell me.
That's great news.
Yep. That's right. They can win the Super Bowl again. This is what happened in 2010. You don't seem to want to go there.
I'm sorry.
All right, just checking.
I also seeing Reed having a little bit of a gimp walk, in that last couple minutes there. I'm just like, you know what? Like, I already had my crap on ready to go from leaving my buddy's apartment. Like, I'm suited up, and then I'm driving home. He goes, "Hold on, she's not over." I've fallen for that one before. So turn the game on in the car. There it is.
Are they going to make the playoffs? Are they going to win the division?
Yes, they will.
They will
yes.
What?
Well, they will make the playoffs. Yes.
Will they win the division?
Well, we're going to find out.
No, I'll take that. And will they win a playoff game? Just checking to see how positive you are.
I think they're going to win the first one.
Okay.
I mean, I can't. You got to be realistic at some point, man. You
can be whatever you want. We got sugar free.
Yep. That's the beauty of it.
The only sport in the state of Wisconsin that has not let me down is hockey, and that's because we don't have an NHL hockey team. So I'm sticking. I'm sticking with my guns on that. What do you guys think about this? I mean, I've been listening, but
it's over. All you're playing the rest of the year is...
It's a tough day.
All you're playing the rest of the year is to do what's necessary to get you as ready as possible for next year. Find out who can play. This is
exactly.
over. If they make the playoffs, I'm happy. I don't expect them to win the division. I say these things so that people fully appreciate if they get it done. You should be incredibly impressed if they win the division. You should be pleased if they make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Anything above that, because otherwise you're not being honest with this terrible day and all the injuries. And now Tausch gets his final word.
Frankly delusional. No, I agree.
I'm hoping Tausch will say, I agree with everything Homer said. I'm out. I'm not counting on that. And now, with his final word.
I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I will say is you still have an opportunity to win the division. If you win next week, you're going to win the division. And with all of the injuries and everything that has happened, that would be an accomplishment if that is what happened today. But let's not kid ourselves. Today was a devastating day as a Packer fan. Not because we lost to the Denver Broncos out in Denver, but because we lost Micah Parsons for the season. We don't know about Christian Watson. We don't know about Zach Tom. But when you give up the assets and you have a player as productive and as great as Micah Parsons is, and he is gone, you cannot replace that. There is no replacing that. So Jeff Hafley's going to have his hands full. And do I think that this team can still go on and make the playoffs? Absolutely. Do I think that this team is a Super Bowl contender with all of the injuries that just happened? I don't.
But you do, this is early, believe they will beat the Bears next week.
I believe they can. I need to hear about Christian Watson, Evan Williams, Zach Tom. Okay. We know about Micah. I'll say I don't feel anywhere as good as I did last week at this time. I feel the exact opposite of what I felt last week. And that's not a good feeling because I felt great last week.
Because to do what you think they can do, they have to win next week.
Oh, they have. If they don't win next week, they can't win the division. And I thought it would be tough all in with everybody to try to win 3 roadies. With the injuries they had, trying to win 3 roadies is going to be next to impossible. Everything would have to fall. So, listen, you got to reinvent yourself, and there's nobody going to feel sorry for you. I bet you're going to hear Matt LaFleur say that 100 times next week. And it's going to be a rallying cry, and all of that is great. But you know what's better? Having Micah Parsons out there on 3rd and 6 rushing the passer. That's what's better. And the Green Bay Packers lost that today, and that is a big blow to any championship aspirations. That is my final word.
And that is Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher. Gary Ellerson coming up soon. I believe I am next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Homer here for Window Nation's end of the year sale. It's cold here in Milwaukee, and if you've been thinking about new windows, it's good you waited, because during Window Nation's end of the year sale, get 50% off, plus you could get 0% interest for 5 years. On windows that stop the cold wintry drafts, seal out moisture, and so energy efficient, you'll save money on your utility bills. Installed in 1 day. Lifetime warranty and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Sale ends soon. Don't miss out on big savings. WindowNation.com to get started.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
This season, give gifts that are always a win. Island Resort and Casino gift cards, gaming and dining, poolside fun, and overnight stays. Gift cards unlock endless island adventures, like championship golf rounds on Sweetgrass and Sage Run, a blissful escape to the Drift Spa, and an unforgettable evening in the Island Showroom. To buy Island Resort and Casino gift cards, stop by the Island Club or call 877-ISL-SHOW now.
Christmas is a time of generosity.
Kessler's wants to be generous, and we suspect that you want to be generous too. Let's team up.
This year, we're going to make it possible for you to be more generous than ever.
Number 1, Kessler's has a big selection of delightful diamond jewelry priced at $150 on up.
Number 2, great gifts at affordable prices such as sterling silver earrings, pendants, and bracelets to fit every look and every personality.
Number 3, with your purchase of more than $299, you'll get a bonus gift worth at least $90.
You can choose from a lucky 4-leaf clover pendant
or a 22-inch stainless steel curb chain, ion plated in yellow gold.
And please, please don't get all cleaned up and dressed up. This is Kessler's, your home away from home.
If you're wearing muddy boots and your pajama bottoms, that's totally fine.
We've all done it.
Come to Kessler's.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you and our holiday hours, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
It's Faison who rises up, throws it down. Faison Fields is a man possessed.
Faison Fields and the Milwaukee Panthers men's basketball team take on Indiana State this Sunday. Tip-off is at 1 p.m. at Panther Arena. From clutch three-pointers to rim-rattling dunks to game-changing blocks, you'll experience all the action. Ticket prices start at $19. Help tilt the floor this Sunday at 1. Visit MKEPanthers.com for tickets. Panther Athletics for the MKE.
This winter, upgrade your home and your savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. New windows, roofing, siding, or a stunning bath makeover. Get it done now and get $3,000 off your project. That's right, $3,000 back in your pocket during our biggest year-end blowout. Call 262-800-4274 or head to extpros.com. Don't wait. These holiday savings melt away fast. Exterior Pros and Baths. Your home upgraded for the holidays.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch, and I've got the perfect gift idea for you. A holiday design gift box filled with all your favorite Kringle flavors from Racine Danish Kringles. No wrapping, no stress, just pure holiday joy. My family and I love it when the Kringle box from Racine Danish Kringles arrives at our house, and you can have it happen too. Go to Kringle.com or call 800-4DANISH to order today. Racine Danish Kringles is the official pastry of ESPN Wisconsin. Racine Danish Kringles, it's not just a treat, it's a tradition. Visit Kringle.com.
You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee, a Good Karma Brands radio station. You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Packers lost. I haven't given the score. The score is irrelevant because what they lost is a number of players. Already, Micah Parsons, it seems all but assumed, torn ACL. Christian Watson's in the hospital. We don't know what the deal is. Who is it? Williams and Zach Tom. Williams and Tom are probably out for at least 2 weeks. And there may be more, I said before. Season's over. I'll be happy if they make the playoffs and take it from there.
they won the division, I would be very happy. I'd be impressed. It has nothing to do with the players or the coaches. They've done fantastic. If I was the president, I would give an extra year to the GM and the coach right now, so everybody understands this has nothing to do with them. It's just a bad run. And I didn't think they were going to win the Super Bowl this year anyway, so this just means it's a good time to have these injuries. And they can prep for figuring out who they need to play or what they need to do before next season. There have been some tweets that are appropriate, wondering if Micah Parsons can ever be as good as he was after he comes back from the injury. My answer is yes, even he's 95%. Gary Ellison coming soon. Justin in San Diego, you are on the Packer Postgame show, otherwise known as today's Last Rites.
Oh, God. Numb and devastated, just completely gutted.
Yeah, completely gutted. Well said.
Is the only way to describe it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I usually get this way when I truly believe and when I go all in. Like, I felt this way the year that we lost to the Niners on the blocked punt.
Mm-hmm.
It just felt like that was our year. And this also felt like it was our year. The NFC was wide open. We were literally taking it to the number one seed in the AFC in their house, just running them up and down the field. The number one defense in the NFL had no answer for us. And you're going to yell at me, and if Pash was on, he'd yell at me, but I put the blame on LaFleur. And the reason I put the blame on LaFleur is because I just believe he's a petulant child who refuses to learn lessons. And LaFleur has consistently shown us that he can't adjust to what the game wants him to do.
Can I have a question?
What the game dictates.
How does that have anything to do with what happened in this game? Even if you think he's the worst coach in the history of the game of football, there's nothing you can say that had him produce the injuries. And so
I disagree.
Really? Okay.
So here's I'll lay out my point.
Okay, lay it out.
You can tell me how stupid I am. So the game dictates now. You're up 9 midway through the third quarter. If you look at the stats before the interception, which got Watson hurt, look it up, and Love was about 78% completion rate. LaFleur created that by what he's known for. When you ask people around the NFL why he's such a good coach, he's known for misdirection. He's known for scheming guys open. He did that all game long. Denver did not have an answer. Several times a game, he refuses to do what he's supposed to do, and he just lets this hero ball thing happen, where he throws a one-on-one.
Okay, fine. Worst play in the history of the world.
Usually to Romeo Doubs.
Fine. Worst play in the history of the world. Now explain the injury.
Okay, so if he does an 8 to 12 play ball control drive there, where the best defense is ball control, because you keep Micah Parsons off the field, you keep your defense off the field. If you'd seen on the very next drive where we gave up the interception, Micah Parsons is sucking oxygen. Couple plays later, he gets injured. I believe that if you just run a ball control play there and continue to go down, burn 5 minutes, kick a field goal, whatever, not only do you win the game, but Christian Watson doesn't get hurt and Micah Parsons doesn't get hurt.
Can he get hurt on any play? He didn't really get. He fell to the ground and his shoulder, and something that I would assume happens in a football game. What to him? 15 times a game?
Yeah, but you ran him 60 yards straight and made him lay out for a ball, right, with another guy's full weight. Like I don't not
think
only
the full weight was on
could
him.
it have been prevented by not calling that play, but it was just the dumbest play call in that moment. Because it was first down.
I'm not going to argue with that. I don't agree with it, but that you can't connect. You just can't connect that to an injury. Now, Parsons, you're claiming
I guess
he was tired.
My point is that
didn't look tired on that play.
That I was.
Yep.
So my point is that I was all in and completely believing it, and now I have to go back and reassess my entire belief because, Brian Gutekunst has a fatal flaw. His one fatal flaw is that he picks guys with high relative athletic scores in the first round. Jordan Morgan, Lucas Van Eck, and Rashawn Gary. Instead of taking T.J. Watt, he takes Kevin King. He always falls for the dream prospect versus the football player.
But he had a pretty.
But I'm okay with that because Brian Gutekunst gets us Micah Parsons and he gets us Josh Jacobs, and I'm okay with that. Matt LaFleur's fatal flaw is that he doesn't do what the game dictates he needs to do.
Hold on, Gary Ellison wants to speak.
Hold
on, we'll let you finish, Justin, because Gary Ellison's here. Yeah, what were you going to say?
Did Goody take Kenny King? what's his name?
Or did Ted
Yeah,
Thompson?
Goody took Kevin.
I think.
No, that was
Ted Thompson.
That was Ted.
Sorry, that was Ted Thompson.
That was Ted Thompson.
Okay, fine. You're right.
Hey, just
So
so,
the
you
other
guys
three are
know,
not
and I know you
Sure.
guys don't know this, Gary Ellerson's here. Mark Tauscher just
I just
left.
told you that Gary Ellerson
No, I
was
want to
here.
introduce myself.
Okay.
So Mark Tauscher just left, and for you people who don't know, Gary Ellerson comes in the second half. Mark Tauscher does the first half. He's a former Badger, former Packer. Gary Ellerson comes in the second half. He's a former Badger, former Packer. So now, King was taken by Ted Thompson. So what's your rub?
Yeah, King was taken. Sorry, I was saying my issue with Goody is that he always falls in love with the prospect, the Jordan Morgan, the Lucas Van Ness, the Rashawn Gary, who has a high relative athletic score, versus a football player who maybe is a little bit slower, maybe didn't put up enough bench presses.
He does tend to like that. It worked pretty well with Jordan Love.
But I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because he got us, the Smith brothers, and he got us Josh Jacobs, and he got us Micah Parsons.
What's your point?
Matt LaFleur seems. I guess I'm okay with Goody's fatal flaw. I'm not okay with Matt LaFleur's fatal flaw. Matt LaFleur's fatal flaw is that he refuses to adjust to what the game calls for him to do.
So what he should have done
He's steeped in analytics. That's why he goes for
it. What should he have
He
done?
clearly did not adjust to the injury. Christian Watson.
What he
should
have
done tonight
in the third quarter.
If you were Matt LaFleur, if you were the head coach,
early.
if you were the head coach of a National Football League team as the Green Bay Packers,
after Christian went out,
what would you have done tonight? And I'm sorry, sir.
No. Before.
And I'm sorry, sir. What do you have a degree in? I'm sorry. In what?
He's
political science and Spanish.
He's a
software for a living.
Okay. All right. So you're going to come in my house.
Yeah.
Not my house, really.
Right.
But you're going to come in my house being a poli-sci major and tell me what to do. That'd be like me going to you, and me would be Goody, going to you and telling you what to do in your house in poli-sci.
Yeah, but see, my answer to that, Gary, is, and I don't care. If he's right, he's right. The issue is what he says, and do you believe it's accurate? I don't care if he's president. I don't care if he cleans toilets.
Here's what I hate.
Yes.
And just so you know, here's what I hate.
I know, and I hate that when people like you, players, say this.
Here's what I hate.
Yes.
And I know you hate this.
Yes.
But this is why I am who I am. Here's what I hate. How do you get to be a poli-sci major and come to my house and tell me how to coach football? Because I don't, as a head football coach, go to the poli-sci guy and tell you how to do the hell what you're doing.
And I would say because people care so much about the team, watch the team.
What makes you think you know more about what I do than I know more about what you do? Because I don't. What you say, and I know we're trying to drive.
We're not trying to drive anything.
We're trying to drive calls.
No, we're not trying to drive calls.
And all that kind of mess. But how does that work?
I don't care. What does he say? Do you think his opinion is right or wrong?
His opinion is wrong.
And why is it wrong?
His opinion is wrong because he's not in the house.
Doesn't matter. You watched it. Do you think, what did you say LaFleur does? He never adjusts during games. That's why you're here, because you played football. Do you think he has a problem?
What did he do, did Homer, during games?
What do you believe, Justin, he doesn't do during games? What?
He doesn't adjust to what the game calls for. You're on the road in the third quarter, right? You're up by 9 points.
That's correct.
Halfway through the third quarter. You have a quarterback that has a 78% completion pass rating, or 78% completion percentage at a time.
Right.
All because of what you've been doing.
So you wouldn't have thrown long.
And you lean back and do hero ball on first down, right? Like, he tried to go for the haymaker.
No.
Interesting idea. I just don't think it's what it's called for.
Yes, you can. Justin, yes. You can do. You're the only one speaking. Justin is done. Justin can hang up and listen.
Just one little segment.
Okay.
Can I speak on that?
Yeah.
I'm going to be on 100%. I was mad, too, when he threw that ball.
Okay.
To Christian Watson that got hurt.
Maybe this guy knows what he's talking about. Then.
No. Then I thought about it. You know what I said?
What?
They don't care because they got the matchup that they wanted, and they feel like Christian Watson can beat anybody. and that's why he did it.
And then they're wrong.
And it may have been, and I don't even know, Homer, it could have been a can play, and I don't know.
Sure.
It could have been a run, right?
Yeah.
And Jordan Love goes, you know what? I got him on Surtain, Defensive Player of the Year last year.
When I see he's on Surtain, I ain't throwing to him.
That's not what he thought.
And that's
my dog bigger than that dog.
I know. Well,
you got the Yorkie.
Yeah, then
I got the Mastodon.
My answer is then you're basically saying this caller's correct. It was a bad play decision by LaFleur.
No.
What are you saying then?
Not LaFleur, because I don't know the ends, right?
Correct. I don't need it.
I don't know if it was a can play. I don't know if Jordan Love goes, he's one-on-one.
Right.
It's Surtain. My guy can beat that guy.
Then we need to talk to Jordan Love.
Right. You're 100% right.
But the play could have shown that he thought Surtain would be somewhere else, be late getting over there.
No, they knew all along that Surtain was probably going to travel with Watson.
Then it was a bad play.
No. Bad throw.
Was it?
Yes.
Okay, should have been longer?
Yes. If you throw that ball out in front of Watson, that's a touchdown.
Okay.
But why didn't he throw it out in front of Watson?
He got pressure a little bit.
Pressure in his face.
Okay. See, we're all better off because you said all that.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
You sure?
Yes, totally.
Who's my caller?
The guy from San Diego.
Is he still there?
No, he's hung up. I wanted him to listen to what you had to say.
Damn,
he's not maybe going to change. He may hold on to it, but that's what we need to hear.
Yeah, I 100%.
Tony Smith always says to me when things go bad, he goes, Homer, I'll repeat it again. Sometimes players mess up.
They do.
So that what was suggested was perfect and would normally work, but I don't know which player did.
If he overthrows that ball,
or
give Watson a chance to go get it,
right?
That's a touchdown.
But he has, I would say, in recent times had a great deal of success throwing more of a punt long ball, and a lot of those are touchdowns.
This goes back to what you said, what you realized, pressure in the face. So he couldn't step into it.
All right, so it would have been a better pass if he hadn't been pressured.
Yes.
All right, sounds good.
In my opinion.
Yes.
I'm coming in hot, Homer. Here's what most people don't know. Can I give them my whole?
Let's take a break and then
I leave Spectrum News 1 with Dennis Krause. I'm hot.
Aren't you with Leroy Butler? Does he not do it anymore?
He's too good for that.
Oh, crap.
I leave Spectrum News 1 with Dennis Krause. I do the post-game show there. And then I come here. I'm coming in hot. So there you go.
All right, there you go. More Gary Ellerson. I'm not sure how long he stays hot. That's next.
You're good.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesch Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, serviced, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
When it comes to joint replacement, you want the best care available. The Orthopedic Surgery Center in Pewaukee is a leader in joint replacement, offering same-day surgery with advanced technology. Their team of experts specializes in knee, hip, and shoulder replacements, using the latest techniques to minimize pain and recovery time. The team at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin can get you back to what matters, living pain-free. Total joint replacement. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com.
Welcome to Jackpot Land, this fall at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Play your favorite games with your Potawatomi Rewards card all fall to win your share of thousands in prizes each month and earn entries into the big December Jackpot Land prize drawings. Your October, November, and December entries all count. Win thousands in cash or reward play. Welcome to Jackpot Land, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Hi, this is Michelle Voskel, CPA and team member at the Neal Group. It's hard to believe the holidays are almost here. We want to say thank you to our clients we helped in 2025. You are why we love what we do. Our why is simple: to make a real difference for people who feel stuck, frustrated, or ignored, and give them the tools they need to succeed. We helped Cheryl clean up 2 years of QuickBooks so her business could see a path to a bright future when she now had good financial information in her hands. We helped Nate fix a tax mess with the IRS created by one of those national firms and saved him $103,000 in penalties plus another $152,000 in taxes because we know the tax law. Imagine the stress lifted off your shoulders after you talk with us. You earned it. We help you keep it. Call us now at 414-325-2040 to arrange a meeting to see if we can help you. Don't wait. Call now. That's 414-325-2040 or visit nealgroup.net.
Buying a new roof might not be the most exciting thing you'll do this year, but for us at Big Fish Contracting, being chosen to do that roof for you not only provides income for multiple families in southeastern Wisconsin, but has a global reach and impact around the world. To us, it's more than just a roof. We've been earning trust for over 2 decades, roofing, siding, windows, and more. Go to bigfishcontracting.com to learn how Big Fish is renovating homes and redeeming an industry.
What's that? I missed it.
When storms hit or accidents happen, it's not just about property, it's about people. I'm Mandy Grimal-Lococo with Grimal & Associates Insurance. We help families bundle home, auto, and life coverage so you're never facing life's what-ifs alone. With the heavy rains we've seen in Milwaukee, we'll review your policy to be sure water backup, sump pump failures, and flood risks don't drain your wallet. Your home is more than walls and a roof, it's where life happens. At Grimal & Associates Insurance in Shorewood, we're here to protect your home, your family, and your peace of mind. Call us today at 414-332-0838.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Packers lose. I don't care about the score. You'll have to get that from somebody else because the key is how many players they lost and for how long. And now, even with a loss, even with all the injuries, you still got the great partner of Gary Ellerson.
Guys, I want to talk about my good friends over at the Jury Center. If you're thinking about popping the question, making your first stop to the Jury Center, they've got naturally mined and lab-grown diamonds, and their experts will help you design the perfect engagement ring, just like they did for me. And with the holidays here, it's a perfect time to find something special for anyone on your list. Necklaces, watches, earrings, you name it. Check them out at shoptjc.com or stop by Greenfield, Brookfield, Burlington, and their new location in Mequon, the Jury Center, where Wisconsin gets engaged. Home team, you know you can give Nancy, you can upgrade that diamond ring.
That is true.
You know that, right?
I do, yes.
My good friends at the Jury Center.
They'll take care of me.
Will help
take care of everybody.
Like if Nancy, and I don't know if she's been, thinking about it.
No.
But it's not for her to think about. It's for you to think about.
It's true, yeah.
To upgrade the diamond ring that you gave her in 1964.
We have upgraded a number of things. But I like the idea of going over there and figuring out what she could use. She's earned it. Potawatomi Sportsbook in Milwaukee has dozens of self-service kiosks and over 2,000 square foot video wall, seating for over 200, full restaurant and bar, VIP deck, and more. It's a sports betting paradise, and I like to say it is a sports paradise. Unbelievable. You want to watch any sporting event, you can't find a place better for all the reasons that I gave than Potawatomi Sportsbook. Bet above the rest. And Mondays from 6 to 8 p.m., and maybe you'll feel better. Gary Ellison always likes to give it a day. He and Greg Matzek come on at 6 to 8, settle. I don't believe it's going to settle much this time, but I'll have to listen to see. It's going to settle tomorrow?
No, they got a lot going on tomorrow.
Yes. And I mentioned how poorly
short week.
They play Saturday. Poorly things could play out because they need to get the appropriate amount of respect. If they make the playoffs, it's a thumbs up. That's not a given, all the injuries. If they win the division, it's a big thumbs up. Winning the division with the team they have now might be the same as getting to the NFC Championship back when they were healthy. And you can view it as negative if you want. I view it, man, everybody needs to know how hard this is going to be when you lose all those players. Anybody, I was even shocked. Once Christian Watson went down, nobody was open. And when Christian Watson was playing, everybody was open. I thought they could score a touchdown every drive. It was only a disappointment because they field goal. After that, after Watson went out, nobody was open. And it looked to me like that Jordan Love didn't know what to do because he hasn't had it that bad for maybe a season plus or whatever.
No, it's a shock to your system.
What do? I don't know.
It's a shock. It's a shock.
Right, because what Watson did affects everyone else.
Correct.
And now you're missing Watson and Tucker Kraft. So
correct. No, but Homer, I would say to this, it's a shock to your system as a quarterback because now you got to redo everything.
Yes.
Redo everything, meaning that you have to redo your offense.
Yeah.
And then who becomes the slot guy? Who becomes
and do you have somebody good enough to do that stuff?
Who becomes Z? Who becomes Y? And then they're all interchangeable parts. And then where do I go? And who do I love? In certain situations, it just changes everything that the Packers are all about.
In addition to, it might also be significantly more difficult.
And not only that, Homer, twofold, you lose. Do you agree or disagree that Zach Tom is your best offensive lineman?
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you lose your best offensive lineman on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
So as a quarterback, you lose your best receiver, your best offensive lineman, and now you're skittish.
And you're shaky at quarterback, and now you probably lose.
That's on the other side.
Well, but I'm saying
I'm
even
just
then
talking about Jordan Love.
Right.
Because here's what's going to happen right now.
Yeah.
Bo Nix is getting all the love.
Correct.
Moving forward. He's going to be the new MVP candidate right now.
Okay.
Because of what happened tonight.
Yeah.
Guaranteed tomorrow, all the love, deservedly so, I'm not saying it shouldn't be, Bo Nix will be the new MVP candidate for the NFL. Who fell out? And I'm doing an overview. Who fell out, Homer? Drake May.
They scored a ton of points. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, but they got beat.
All right. Okay.
They got beat by Superman.
All right. They got 3 weeks left. I don't know who's the favorite now.
Today,
Stafford's probably.
It's a week-to-week league.
Correct.
It's a week-to-week league. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This week is Bo Nix. He's the guy. You're going to see all the national outlets, NBC, CBS, ABC, all them people, ESPN, all those folks. It's going to be all about Bo Nix. Before, it was all about Drake May. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah.
And then up and coming was Jordan Love.
Mm-hmm.
But Bo Nix just beat Jordan Love.
Yes.
So now it's Bo Nix. Turn your TV on all next week. It's Bo Nix.
Jordan Love would have an opportunity only if he could wow them, given all he's missing.
No one sees that.
Right.
No one cares about that.
All right. Well, you might be right there.
No, 100%. Are you okay with your headphones? Can you just tighten them up?
No, I can't.
You know what? I just looked at your head. Your head's a little oblong.
It is. Yeah. I don't know that. All right. Gary Ellison, we got people waiting. Hold on. Well, let's see. We'll go with Jim in Saukville. He's only been waiting 38 minutes. He's just getting warmed up. All right, Jim, let her fly. Packers lose all their good players. Jim in Saukville, you're on. Millions listening. The death show of the Green Bay Packers. Yes, Jim. Is Jim not there? Jim left. All right, we will try Mike. Jim, you can call back. Mike in Fargo. You're on 94.5 ESPN and a number of other stations because I forget the incredible stations and how many there are that enjoy Green Bay game night, Green Bay game day, and right now, Homer and Gary Ellerson, not necessarily in that order. Yes, let her fly.
Yeah, you didn't say Dakota this time. Dakota territory.
I didn't. I don't have much of a sense of humor.
But anyway, here's what I'm going to say. I got a couple of points here. Number one, going back to the beginning of the season, you can't lose to the Browns and you can't lose to Carolina. The Bears had an easier schedule. They had the Raiders and they had the Saints. But moving on today, yes, it was tough with Parsons gone and Watson. We won without Watson. He came back in October or something like that, number one. So we won without him. The biggest thing is Zach Tom going out. And I'm going to go back to what the other caller said from San Diego, I believe, that he didn't adjust. There are receivers that are open. Wicks, big game on Thanksgiving. Where has he been lately? They don't even look. They don't even get him involved. He does get open. And they should have brought an extra lineman in there instead of Patrick or whoever those guys that can't block. And you know what? I don't care if they don't go out for a pass or not. You got to give Love some time to hit some receivers. And they didn't allow that.
They
even
scored
in the
on their first 5 possessions. Denver hadn't allowed that to occur in multiple years.
Well, certainly all the season.
No, I don't think it was multiple.
At the end of the game, they could have brought in that to at least do something. And Wicks is open. As far as the pick,
I'd have to go look. I didn't think anybody was open, but.
Well, Wicks was open. Love. I'm gonna throw this out, and I don't want to, but other than the against the Bears game, Watson on that slant, he hits them in stride. Even that touchdown against the Bears, the ball was behind him. Today, that Wicks pass was behind him.
Agreed.
For that pick, he leads them. There's some balls that Love is always slightly behind all the time, and he needs to correct that. I thought at the end of the game, Brooks was open. Let him get out of bounds, move the sticks, keep it alive instead of going, long ball there. And also I want to bring up is ever since in the Bears game, I believe it was that we went 3 and out on that Dobbs long ball, just like that San Diego guy said, going for it all. And we went 3 and out. The Bears got back out there right away. And, we didn't get the ball back, I think, for 8 minutes, that drive. He needs to, when you're ahead like that other guy said, you need to have some plays that move the stick, take some time off the clock, not to let them guys have the ball.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, hold on just a second. Mike, we'll let you finish. This is Mike in Dakota.
Mike, south or north?
Yes.
They're the same to me.
North.
North.
Mike, the pass to Wicks, the one that was intercepted?
Yep.
Not a perfect pass, right?
But should have been called.
Thanks, Homer.
That's a tough catch.
Well, the one the week before wasn't perfect either.
He should have caught it, yes. More on him than Jordan Love.
That's on Wicks. The one last week was almost identical where, go back and watch, not as bad, but Wicks had to reach back and catch that. If you go interview Wicks in front of his locker, he would say, I should have caught that ball.
I'm not saying he shouldn't have caught it. It was.
But that's not what you said. I'm just going by what you said. That's why I want to stop you.
You presented basically that it was more on Jordan Love than Wicks.
Correct.
And we're not saying it's 100% on either. I would say 64% on Wicks and 36% on Jordan Love, because I think wide receivers, and I'm not one, but Gary Ellerson, most people think was a running back, and he was actually 100%. A wide receiver in high school. All right,
make that catch.
What percent for a pro?
100%.
I will.
Pro ball.
I will.
Pro ball. 100%.
I will flip flop that
pay
percentage.
You more money to make that catch.
Okay.
Hey, I'll flip flop that percentage. If it was a throw like on a different angle, but how he's running when you have to reach behind like that, when he's running east and west on the field, I'd say that's on Love. If it's
hold on. Gary, you said that's Gary,
fine.
But you're saying even if you saw it as he did, that's on Wicks.
That's on Wicks.
Right.
Wicks drop. That's a drop.
That's a drop.
That goes down as a drop.
Now, I want to make it clear, Mike. You are not.
I'm 100%. I ask you, does that goes down as a drop for you? Just
no.
Just look at it for what it is, caller. Look at it for what it is. Is that a drop or not?
He's going to say no.
Well, don't tell him.
He's explained it to us 4 times.
No,
on how
I want him to look.
you want him to say that word.
I'm taking all the garbage.
Okay.
Was that a drop or not? Yes or no?
Gary, I on a different angle of a pass, it's a drop.
Mike, you can say no. That's okay.
It's a drop. He said
no, it's not a no. It was a bad. It's a bad throw in that situation.
Okay.
When I expect that from an MVP quarterback to make that throw in stride.
All right,
That's
good
fair.
enough. Good enough. Thanks, Mike. We got other people
fair.
waiting, and Gary Ellerson has more. And yes,
that's fair.
This is good. Yeah, I think it's fair. That's why I say when you're arguing something and somebody says 58% and the other person says 50% the other way, they are pretty much in agreement more than disagreement. It's pretty
I'll tell
close.
you right now.
Yeah, 100% is strong.
I walked back to the huddle.
Yeah.
After that pass.
I blew it.
Lynn Dick is giving me the side eye.
Yes.
And not only Lynn Dick is giving me the side eye, everybody else in that huddle is giving me the side eye.
That's the standard from the NFL. Okay.
I dropped
That's
that.
good. Yeah. More Gary Ellerson and your calls. He normally does a soliloquy to open, but he chose not because he admitted he was kind of hot.
No, someone corrected us.
Yeah.
On Facebook or wherever we got all this stuff.
Yeah.
Facebook, Twitter, we all over the place.
On what soliloquy is?
Well, we open with a soliloquy.
Yeah.
And we close with a what?
Final comments or no, I can't remember what you asked for. What was it?
I don't know. I forget.
They
what the
said
guy
that that's wrong.
Yeah, well, what we close with.
All right,
we do open with a soliloquy.
Yeah,
I think I already did that.
We're flexible. We can easily change.
But we close with something else.
And we
I
can
forget
change
what
that
word
by next week.
Big word.
What I'm going to close with this week is I'm just sad. I
Why
think
are you sad?
because injuries bother me more than anything else.
Yeah.
Everything else is fair.
Yeah.
I didn't play well enough. They did this. Injuries are not fair.
Yeah.
I said this, and you can answer when you come back. I don't blame anybody for this loss. No, they lost the injuries. If those guys don't get hurt, they win the game. Now, does it mean everybody played perfectly? No. But this is one of those games where no one's going to remember the score, and had they lost with everybody healthy, I know it wouldn't be a big deal. Wouldn't have been to me. I still believe in the team. They played Denver pretty close in Denver. But you're missing all these guys. Now we got to talk about, and because you lived it, the importance of greatness on your team.
Yeah, agreed. 100%.
And you lose greatness, everything changes.
100%.
How was your offense when James Lofton was hurt? No, he wasn't hurt very much.
He wasn't. Come to think about it, he's Iron Man.
Yes.
But you're right. 100%. I agree with you on that.
So we got to, and then nobody did anything wrong. I mean, I think of great athletes. You knew them, you had them, and they're just incredibly special, and they get hurt, it's over.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, it's bad enough that you guys are hurt your whole life.
Oh, you mean after that?
Yeah. I mean, that would make me, if I wasn't a sports person, say, I don't want my kid to be in athletics.
Yeah,
even when they're great, they spend half their life hurt with this or that or whatever. And it's not just football. I don't know what the safest sport is. Bowling, probably.
Well, I can't walk through. Well, I got permits that I carry with when I go through the airport.
Yeah, so was it all worth it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. More Gary Ellerson next.
We're back with Green Bay Game Night after this on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
Whether you're hitting the road for the holidays or heading up north to see family and friends, make Higher Love Cannabis Company in Menominee, Michigan your first stop. Just across the Wisconsin border, Higher Love offers award-winning, organically grown products that you can trust, plus new incense, apparel, and holiday-ready gifts. Fuel your trip, stock up for the season, and don't forget to grab a photo with Sasquatch while you're here. Your perfect holiday stop is waiting at findhigherlove.com/CBD.
This season, give gifts that are always a win. Island Resort and Casino gift cards, gaming and dining, poolside fun, and overnight stays. Gift cards unlock endless island adventures, like championship golf rounds on Sweetgrass and Sage Run, a blissful escape to the Drift Spa, and an unforgettable evening in the Island Showroom. To buy Island Resort and Casino gift cards, stop by the Island Club or call 877-ISL-SHOW now.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after. An in-depth recap of every Bucs game.
In 6 minutes, no more?
No less. Bucs in 6 on the Bucs Plus Audio Network. If you missed any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucs in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis or the deep threes from Miles Turner. And catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucs in 6 on the Bucs Plus Audio Network. Find it now on Bucs.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The holidays are always a wonderful time to get engaged.
And this is the perfect year to do it.
Really? Why is that?
We have a special collection of Double Dog dazzling engagement rings for just $3,998.
Tell her what makes them Double Dog dazzling, Monica.
These bridal sets are covered in diamonds and have a 3-carat created diamond center stone.
Wow.
Or you can choose a 3/4 carat natural diamond for just $1,798. And Kessler's will contribute a free 14-carat gold mounting and mount your diamond in it for you.
Wow.
Or you can get 5 matching diamonds side by side that spread all across the top of your finger.
2 carats total weight.
5 big created diamonds in a ring that will rock the house. Tell her how much, Rick.
$1,998.
Wow.
You guessed it, Sarah. We call it the Wow Collection.
18 months financing at 0% is available.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you and our holiday hours, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Green and gold fans, it's game day. And you know what that means. Tailgating with friends and raising a glass to our favorite team. This season, make Bacardi the star of your pregame party. Whether you're mixing up a classic Bacardi and Cola, refreshing Bacardi Lime and Soda, or a smooth spiced and Cola, Bacardi is the perfect pick for game day fun. Grab a bottle and get ready to cheer on Green Bay with the best in hand. Available now at your local retailer. Live passionately, drink responsibly. Bacardi USA, Miami, Florida. Run 40% alcohol by volume.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 59. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch, and I've got the perfect gift idea for you. A holiday design gift box filled with all your favorite Kringle flavors from Racine Danish Kringles. No wrapping, no stress, just pure holiday joy. My family and I love it when the Kringle box from Racine Danish Kringles arrives at our house, and you can have it happen too. Go to Kringle.com or call 800-4DANISH to order today. Racine Danish Kringles is the official pastry of ESPN Wisconsin. Racine Danish Kringles, it's not just a treat, it's a tradition. Visit Kringle.com.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
Yes. I'm still sad.
Best post-game show ever. I'm just saying, folks, if you hadn't listened to it.
You say so.
It is the best post-game show.
Can I ask you a question? When the Titanic went
ever.
down, could anybody have done the best post-boat show ever? It's so sad.
Why you want to bring in the Titanic? I mean,
I think that's the ultimate example of being the exact opposite what people thought.
That would happen, yeah.
Yes, the shock. So my question is, you seem to handle injuries better than I do. For example, I think of the coaches, the GM. We put this together. Nothing's perfect. We put this together, and now it's over. And there's nothing we did to produce these injuries. We're just unlucky. And now the rest of the team we've built together has to figure out a way to do something, but it's not something like we thought was possible. We got to get everything ready for next year. Now, I walk into work today, not the coach.
Not next year.
Yes.
No. We're looking to get this done.
What are we going to get done now?
Saturday
All
at
right.
Soldier Field.
I understand that.
That's what we're looking
All right.
to.
Okay. Well, then we.
Here's what, because players are weird.
Okay.
Let's go defensively.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Not everybody on that defense was happy
With
that
Micah
Micah Parsons was signed. For all
Rashawn
that
Gary
money.
is one.
I ain't calling no names.
Why not?
I'm just saying not everybody was happy.
So there might be some people happy.
There were some dudes in there saying, you know what? If they had designed that defense for me, this is what I'd be doing.
So they're going to have a chance now.
You're damn right.
Okay. All right. Good.
So Jeff Halfley responsibility now will be, and I'm going to keep it 100 with you, Edgerrin Cooper played better last year than he played this year. I could say Edgerrin Cooper took a back seat.
Yes.
Because of the Micah Parsons
I agree
effect.
totally. He's been a major disappointment to me.
You call it disappointment. I call it, when I see it, it's a Micah Parsons effect.
Really?
Now Edgerrin Cooper will have an opportunity to show what he was last year.
All right, let's go to callers. We'll have time for that too. It's 8:42. Jason Woolley's coming on at what, midnight? What time was it? 9? I don't know if we'll get done with Gary at 9. Chuck, you are on with Gary Ellerson. Packers lose players. The score, whatever. Next, take it away. Let her fly.
Devastated, fellas. I'm devastated.
Yep.
I think.
Good word.
There was. I think that it's. You guys had a caller, a couple callers ago from San Diego about the play strategy from Matt LaFleur. I don't know what he was talking about, but I think if you have injuries that happen, first of all, the Christian Watson injury, you give what the defense is giving you. He's one of the fastest players in the league. And he had one-on-one coverage up top, and he fell the wrong way. That happens. It happens to all kinds. It's just it was a freak accident. It was an injury. It was unfortunate. He had him over the top. It was a good throw. It's just that you're going up against the defensive MVP. Just freak accident, right?
Yes.
The Micah Parsons situation, it was a non-contact injury, but also it's what are you going to blame Xavier McKinney for not making a pick on the previous play? No. It was a freak accident. This kind of stuff happens. All right, but I think what's tough is we haven't had a day like this devastating probably since 2014 in the NFC Championship, where we've been this devastated in obviously different circumstances, but where do we go from here? Right? So I think
I can answer that.
If you look at the defense, now you're going to see how good Lucas Van Ness and Rashad Gary really are.
That's right.
Because I think that Micah Parsons covered up for a lot in that defense, from obviously because of his presence. But at the same time, we're paying Rashawn Gary a lot of money. Lucas Van Ness is going to be looking for a contract soon, right? So we got to see how great they are.
Yes, we do.
And, but also the secondary, we dropped picks again. It happens every single game.
Gary,
we drop interceptions.
do you agree on the drop
turnovers
picks
that we're missing
to the degree that we're hearing?
Yeah, we don't catch them.
Right. So you've mentioned it from early in the season.
Yeah, we don't catch
them. And
them.
you don't have an explanation for it.
No, we don't catch. Well, that's why they're DBs, not receivers.
Yeah, but even DBs should catch more than they do.
Depends on who you draft.
So you think? Guys, if I can make one more of my last point is,
go ahead.
If we're going to see how great Jordan Love is going to be, which I like Jordan Love, I think that we're very fortunate to have, great quarterbacks with us. This is going to be it, right? This is going to be that how Aaron did it for so many years, where he put the team back and said, "I'm going to lead you guys home." Let's see what he does now. Now we are down tremendously right now, so but it's also not just going to be on Jordan Love. is Matt LaFleur as great as everyone thinks he is too? I like LaFleur. I think he's one of the best play callers and schemers in the league. But now with everyone out,
let me ask you this.
And,
let me ask you this. And I like what you say, the Rodgers and Love. Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
When they won the Super Bowl against Pittsburgh and Dallas,
correct.
What weapons offensively did Rodgers have? Do you remember?
He had Jordy Nelson. He had Greg Jennings. They had an older Donald Driver, I believe. They had.
Yeah, they did it without Jermichael Finley, who got hurt early in the year.
They did it, yeah. Yeah, they did it without Jermichael Finley.
Would you say? Here's my point. I'm getting to. Would you say now moving forward, just after today, would you say Jordan Love weapons that he have right now are less than what Aaron Rodgers had?
Like Rhode Island is less than California?
I'm asking.
I know. I just trying to know.
I don't know where you're going.
It's huge. The difference.
Well, you had to let him say.
I will.
He may not. Agree with you.
Well, yeah, I do. I think that what you look up, because at that point, Greg Jennings was one of the better wide receivers in the league. Jordy Nelson was on the come up. Everyone knew how great he was going to be. I think that the best wide receiver they have right now, I don't even know, maybe Michael Golden, maybe Jaden Reed. I don't know. Jaden Reed looked like he hit his knee on the last play.
This is what I'm trying to move you to.
James Jones, you left him out.
This is what I'm trying to move you to. It would be a Herculean effort for Jordan Love to get to the playoffs with the players, the receivers, the weapons that he has right now.
To get to the playoffs?
Playoffs.
Okay. Yeah.
Compared to what Aaron Rodgers had.
Yes. And we all know they were lucky to get into the playoffs.
I asked him.
Oh, okay. Good point.
Yes. Yeah, we had, do you remember the roster we had in 2010 when we went to the Super Bowl? We had like 10 guys on IR.
Absolutely.
And they all came back, like Shaq Clifton and all those guys came back right before the playoffs.
Well, see, here's what's going on, because and I don't want to, and I'm not trying to call you. Here's what I'm saying to you, because this is what we're going to get, and we always get the comparison, and you always do. It was Rodgers to Favre, right? And that's just what it is. Now it's Love to Rodgers. I get it. But I think we have to be fair when we're assessing Jordan Love and what he has to do compared to Rodgers and the weapons that Rodgers had when he did it. I think the weapons that Love has are less than the weapons that Rodgers had when he did it.
Yeah, and if I can respond, I agree 100%. Well, what I would, and I'm not saying that like it's apples to apples or anything, but it's going to be in a comparison when Rodgers had to turn into Superman. Even, at different points, which happened a lot, especially with the defensive lapses that we had, to be that guy to put the team on his back. I'm not saying that like it's same situations. Obviously, it's a different situation because of the players, but it's the same circumstances where we have to see how great, if Jordan Love is going to take it to the next level, which I can, because I do. As time has gone on, I've gotten more and more faith in Jordan Love. But can he do it? I don't know. This is the time to see it, and this is also going to be a time to shine, especially in a contract year, for how great of a schemer LaFleur is going to be with this. Because with Watson out, Watson's injury prone, but when he's in, he flips the entire field because of how big he is.
You see that, right?
Yeah.
And so so you're asking Matt LaFleur to do a Herculean effort. You're asking Jordan Love. Because basically what you're doing, and I'm just going to say this right now, and I don't care if people get mad with me or not, but for the last 4 or 5 games, Christian Watson was playing like Randy Moss.
Yeah. Oh, I don't disagree with you at all.
If he's playing like that, you subtract that dude, and now you got a bunch of Wes Welkers and Julian Edelman's, which you can do.
And Tucker Kraft has to be given
on top of that.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
we got to run.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Appreciate the call.
Yeah.
More Gary Ellerson next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
As the year winds down, we all pause to take stock of where we've been and where we want to go next. If finishing your degree has been on your mind, this could be your moment. At Lakeland University, education fits real life with flexible evening and online classes, credit for your work and life experiences, and multiple start dates so you don't have to wait. Earn your degree 100% online, close to home at one of our 6 Wisconsin centers, or on our residential campus in Sheboygan County. This next year, invest in what matters most. You. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Hi, this is John Neal, CPA, best-selling author and founder of the Neal Group. Time flies when you're running your business. It's getting to be the end of the year. How are you doing? Are your books in order? Do you know what your tax liability is going to be? It's never too early to start planning, but it can be too late. How does the new tax law affect you? Should you be doing anything to take advantage of the changes? Many business owners ask us what is one thing they can do to make sure they are not leaving money on the table. No one wants to pay more taxes than they have to. We often hear, "I didn't know I could do that." Call us now to see what you can do before it's too late. The first meeting is free. Call 414-325-2040 now. You earned it. We help you keep it. That's 414-325-2040. Or visit us at nealgroup.net. That's NEAL group.net.
This winter, upgrade your home and your savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. New windows, roofing, siding, or a stunning bath makeover. Get it done now and get $3,000 off your project. That's right, $3,000 back in your pocket during our biggest year-end blowout. Call 262-800-4274 or head to extpros.com. Don't wait. These holiday savings melt away fast. Exterior Pros and Baths. Your home upgraded for the holidays.
Put a little wow in your winter at the 31st Annual Lake Geneva Winterfest and America's Snow Sculpting Invitational, January 28th through February 1st. Watch 15 top teams create breathtaking masterpieces in snow right before your very eyes. Enjoy bonfires on the beach, a kids' play area, live entertainment, and a sparkling downtown ice sculpture walk. Plan your Winterfest getaway at visitlake-geneva.com. Lake Geneva, where it's always been the place for winter magic.
Experience the excellence of Catholic Memorial High School for yourself. Come see how students gain a competitive edge at CMH. Visit CatholicMemorial.net to schedule a VIP tour or Student Shadow Day. Meet the inspiring teachers, welcoming students, and feel the energy of the CMH culture, where all students achieve more than they ever imagined possible. Visit CatholicMemorial.net to schedule your visit. That's CatholicMemorial.net. Catholic Memorial High School in Waukesha, where you rise.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
It is the end of the world show. Not the end of the world. It's the end of the season. That's correct. Gary never lets me go too far.
No, it's not.
It's the end of the season.
No, it's not.
It's not.
They're making the playoffs, Homer.
Okay.
We may be out in the first round. But
that's not where this team was.
Well, no, that's not where they were trending.
Right.
They didn't catch fire until 3 weeks ago.
And
Let's just be honest with this.
Correct.
But stop. Don't
Right.
But they didn't. I love to say the saying, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Well, no, but the problem is, if you catch fire like that, then you hope you continue that fire.
Yeah, but
and they continue today, and then 4 players get hurt, and it's over.
Got to get some more kindling.
No.
Yes.
James Lofton's not kindling.
Well, I got to get
Christian
some more.
Watson's not kindling.
I got to get some more kindling.
That kindling ain't going to solve it.
We spent a first-round draft pick. I saw that dude Golden at Texas in college.
He's
real deal.
He's the hope.
Real deal.
He's the hope. But it's
that's your Watson replacement.
Yes, but it's
Watson,
tough to ask.
It's not like it's a tough ask, but it's not like Watson has been here for 16 games every year.
Right.
You've had to make do without that joker every year. What did we do last year? Do you remember last year? What happened?
I don't know. It didn't go well. It's never.
What did we do
well,
last year? Did anybody remember?
Well, how far did they go?
Did we make the playoffs last year?
Did make the playoffs last year, yes.
That's about where we'll be this year.
Okay.
With more potential.
The following year, not this year.
No, this year with more potential. You have more potential this year in the playoffs than you did last year. 100%.
So does that mean the injuries were a good thing?
No. Okay. I'm just saying the players that they went and drafted to fill in the void for the guys that are hurt.
But they're not going to be close to what was lost.
100%.
Okay.
What you lost is Super Bowl.
Right.
What you got now should be playoffs.
Yes, you got to make the playoffs.
But you have guys that can make plays that haven't made them yet.
All right.
There's more in Wicks if he's healthy. There's more in Golden. Their only problem here, Homer, is the offensive line once again.
Yeah.
Is it Kennard? I don't know why I want to call him Kincaid.
Kennard came in, yes. But once Zach Tom got hurt, all hell broke loose.
That's your problem. It's not Watson. And I don't think 100%, and people call me crazy if you want to.
I will.
I don't think it's 100% Micah Parsons. I think they got enough dudes over there. If Jeff Hafley used them like he should, there's enough to be in the playoffs.
All right. Let's go to Larry in California. You're on with Gary Ellerson.
Yeah, guys, you can call this weekend the weekend of the ACL because this is what it was. We got Mahomes out, you got Parsons out, and you got a number of other players that this was an injury weekend, and it's not one to forget too fast because I'm going to tell you now, Gary, the Packers will not get into the playoffs. I'm rooting for the Bears. I'm not being a traitor. I just think we need some new blood in the playoffs, which we are going to get because I think the Rams are going to be the only team that will have the experience of playing in the playoffs. And that's the way it's going to be this year. The Packers are not good at all. They weren't good in the beginning of the season. I didn't predict them to win 9 games. I predicted them to win
so why
maybe
would
10.
we listen to you now?
Because I'm being realistic about it.
I know you were wrong before. You're going to be wrong again.
This is a sport, Homer. This is a sport that requires injuries to be part of the game. Right. Come on, it's in basketball, it's in baseball, it's in hockey, it's in football. Come on, Homer. Let's be real. The Packers are not a very good team on defense. Very bad team, even with Micah in there.
That's wrong.
They're not that good of a team. I had friends that told me as soon as the Micah trade came, "Oh, your team's going to the Super Bowl." I said, "Not so fast. Not so fast."
Where was the Super Bowl trade?
That isn't happening that quickly.
But they made the trade for it.
What was that?
They made the trade to get to the Super Bowl.
Right.
They made a mistake.
I mean, I said I didn't think they were going to do it this year, but it's the start. It took a while with Reggie White.
Yeah, it's a Super Bowl trade.
And Micah Parsons has shown the skills necessary for your team to get better. Now the rest of the people got to get better, and people should go back and look how many additions that Ron Wolf felt he had to make to get past the Cowboys and good enough
100%.
to win the Super Bowl. So you didn't think they were making the playoffs. Right.
Well, I didn't. I went on record just say they're going to win maybe 10 or 11 games, but I didn't say they're going to be making the playoffs.
Okay, what are you thinking now? We'll give you a second chance, Larry. You get a second chance. What's going to happen the rest of the season? The Green Bay Packers right now as we speak, are 9-5-1.
What seed are we right now?
The 6 or 7.
7 seed, I think we are.
Chicago's 10-4.
On their way out.
Okay. So you're saying then who's on the outside right now? Is it the Lions, Cowboys? Lions, Cowboys. I forget who.
All right, I got it right.
There.
Larry, California.
Panthers.
3 questions.
Panthers.
Will the Packers make the playoffs, yes or no?
No.
Okay, then I don't have to ask you if they're going to win the division because you clearly don't think that.
Doesn't matter.
No,
correct.
absolutely.
They will not make the playoffs.
Not.
And what will be their record?
Well, they
are
won't win.
9-5-1.
Well, they won't win another game, according to them.
Who's left in playing besides the Bears and
Bears?
Baltimore? Who's the other team?
Baltimore
Vikings.
at home,
And
Vikings on the
last
road.
game, yeah.
I think they're going to lose all 3 games.
Yeah,
I think I got the record wrong.
They would have to.
Okay.
They're going to lose all 3 games.
They would have to.
Look, let's not be I'm a diehard Packer fan, but I'm being realistic.
You know what you
the Bears are a surprise this year.
You're a Debbie Downer right now. That's what
Yeah, tell him, Gary.
Oh, come on, Gary.
Yeah, you're a Debbie
Come
Downer.
on, Gary. This is a game.
You're killing me, man.
Gary, this is only a game.
You're
No one argues that. You could be a Debbie.
You're
You could be a Debbie Downer in a game, right?
Well, so if you want to call me that, go ahead. I'll be a Debbie Downer, but I'm going to be real. This is only a sport. This is only a sport.
I don't care if it's ping pong, but it's still the way you look at it.
You're a Debbie Downer, bro.
You haven't believed in this team at all.
No, you said it.
I said it. I haven't. You're right. I didn't believe in this team from the get-go.
I was wrong. I was wrong. I want to make sure I get it right because I am depressed. Bears are 10-4.
Yeah.
Packers are 9-4-1.
Right.
Detroit is 8-6, and you have the Rams.
Lost tonight.
And they did.
The
Rams. They lost to the Rams. Rams and Seattle are both 11-3. So that's where we are.
They'll be in the playoffs.
So both of those teams are going to make the playoffs. They're both going to make the playoffs.
Seattle and the Rams, yes.
So that.
No. What that means is
you got 3 wild cards.
You get 3 teams from the West, is what it means.
San Francisco is 10-4. Yeah,
that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You get 3 teams from the West.
I forgot about
Those are
San
2 of the wild
Francisco.
cards, and the other 2 could be Green Bay and Tampa, Carolina. I don't know.
No, only one of those teams are going to get in, right? In the South,
correct.
And then
Tampa or Carolina.
only one's going to get in from
probably
the East.
Philadelphia. You got 2 there. So then you got
either you
the
get
Packers
3,
don't win the division.
Yeah, then you get
they're dealing with
Yeah.
Seattle, San Francisco,
Yeah.
and Detroit,
Yeah.
and there are 3 teams that get in.
Yeah, 100%.
So it could be close.
Yeah.
I do like those choices. Those choices.
Well, thank you for the phone call. Appreciate it.
Do you believe the
we're
Packers
gonna have a whole
will
new
beat
playoff round?
Do you believe the Packers will beat the Bears next Saturday in Chicago? Yes or no, Larry? And on the line is your Debbie Downer.
No, they will
analysis. Not. Does that make him a Debbie Downer, Gary?
No,
if he thinks
because
the Bears are going to the Bears.
I'm not
beat
picking. I'm not picking the Packers.
I don't.
The Bears will definitely win. They learned their lesson in Green Bay the other week.
Yeah, I don't think they will either. But
not to give away a game.
I can see the Packers then winning their last 2. So I think they'll win 2 of their last 3.
No, they're not going to win. They're not going to win.
Fine, you got your vote too. Go ahead.
They're real homer.
Hey, the only thing that matters is when you put money on a bet. Neither of us are betting, so neither of our opinions mean jack. It's like I said.
You're right. I don't put money on.
When we give our predictions for the station, they should say, how much would we bet between $1 and $1,000? I took the Packers last week of the Bears. I would have bet $500. I took the Packers this week against Denver. I'd have bet $8. Right. That's how I thought it was close. So, all right. Thanks, Larry. Appreciate you calling.
Right,
more with Gary Ellerson and Jason Wilde coming up soon. Gary Ellerson next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Fisco is always there for your auto body care. When accidents happen, Fisco Auto Body on Forest Home in Franklin is there when you need them. Got a broken mirror? They'll take care of it. Dented bumper? Scratch paint? Fisco Auto Body will take care of it. If there's any damage you need fixed, Fisco has you covered. Their expert workmanship is guaranteed for the life of your vehicle. So stop in for all of your auto bumps and dings. Once again, you know the line. That's Fisco.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Listen up, gentlemen. You're fighting an unfair battle. Studies show testosterone levels in men have plummeted by 25% in just 2 decades. That's why you're struggling with energy, muscle, and drive. But here's a game changer. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments boost testosterone by 30% on average. Imagine reclaiming the vitality your grandfathers had. Picture turning heads, dominating your career, and feeling unstoppable again. Don't settle for today's normal. Seize the day at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
The president of James Imaging Systems, Tom Tegeter.
As I reflect on the 2025 performance of the James Imaging Systems team, I'm inspired by their power of action, reliable follow-through, and ability to consistently connect with our clients. So thank you for helping our clients grow, profit, and thrive. In addition, I'm humbled by the trust our clients place in the James Imaging Systems expertise to help them succeed, now and in the years to come. As your local business technology partner, I extend my appreciation and gratitude for your ongoing loyalty. Looking forward, I feel that as individuals and as a community, if we display the power of positive action and authentically strive to find common ground, then our local communities will be stronger and our family connections will be secure and enduring. To everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless America.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
It's the holiday season, the best time of the year for sports. Bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes, it's all happening at once. Hey, it's Mark Tauscher with ESPN Wisconsin, and there's one place where it always feels good to be right. Prize Picks. It's the simplest way to play daily fantasy. Make your player picks in less than 60 seconds. Just choose more or less on at least 2 player stats. You get them right, you can cash in. And new this season, early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you might be able to cash out before the game even ends. And with stacks, you could pick the same player up to 3 times in one lineup. Like more on Giannis's rebounds, points, threes, assists. You can only do that on Prize Picks. Deposits are fast and easy with Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Green and gold fans, it's game day. And you know what that means. Tailgating with friends and raising a glass to our favorite team. This season, make Bacardi the star of your pregame party. Whether you're mixing up a classic Bacardi and cola, refreshing Bacardi lime and soda, or a smooth spiced and cola, Bacardi is the perfect pick for game day fun. Grab a bottle and get ready to cheer on Green Bay with the best in hand. Available now at your local retailer. Live passionately, drink responsibly. Bacardi USA, Miami, Florida. Run 40% alcohol by volume.
The NBA is happening Christmas Day. 5 games, 1 unforgettable lineup.
That's what Christmas is all about.
Buckets for breakfast, breakaways for dessert. It's the holiday tradition.
Christmas is our day.
With star power from across the globe.
The stars, they are going to be out.
The best gift, you don't even have to unwrap it.
We want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!
NBA Christmas Day begins at noon Eastern on ABC and ESPN.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. Kyle Brust and Nortman. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Packers lose. Will give us the update on the injuries. They have lost Micah Parsons probably for the rest of the year. They're saying torn ACL. We know that Christian Watson is in the hospital tonight. They haven't said how long he's going to be out.
What's that?
He just left the hospital. He's going to make it home with the team.
Okay, that's good. I don't think being in the hospital means that you're in trouble. It means maybe there was something where there's the risk that it could be really serious.
There's always that. Yeah.
And then we have... who else? We have Zach Tom. Any update on him? At least a couple weeks, it sounds like.
What was Tom? Was it a knee?
It was a knee.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no structural damage, was the report.
And then you have Williams, Evan Williams. He's probably out a couple weeks, right?
Yeah. He said it's not as bad.
Did I forget somebody else?
There's a handful of other guys that went down, like Quay Walker was out at one point. Jaden Reed was shaken up a little bit at the end of the game, but no more further information on that.
And as Gary would like to mention, they got a short week. They play Saturday night. It's not that much shorter, but it is shorter.
It's short, yeah.
Sean, or no, we're going to go with Rob. Rob's waited the longest. Not much, but still the longest. Rob, you are on Packer postgame show, or wait, we can't say Packers. Green Bay postgame show. No need to give the score because what's important about this game is all the players they lost. If they had lost no players, the score would be relatively insignificant, assuming Gary agrees with that. So if the Packers had lost 34-26 and everybody's healthy, you'd be feeling okay, right?
That's 100%.
Okay, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, take it away.
I'd be feeling okay.
No.
Good evening. Good evening, Gary.
Yes.
And Homer.
Yes.
First of all, I love you guys. I listen to you every night on my drive home from work.
Okay, great.
You keep me pumped up.
Yeah.
Because it's all about football in Wisconsin.
Yes.
First of all, I'm so upset with the officiating in the NFL this season.
All right, stop for a second. Hold on, stop for a second. Gary, address that. How have you felt about the officiating this season compared to other seasons?
Well, it's been sporadic. I guess if you're a Packer fan, you're upset with officiating surrounding Micah Parsons. I think more than anything else. That's what got me going. Go ahead.
Okay, there were about 2, possibly 3 calls this evening.
Yeah.
The one I'm looking back was, if I remember, it was about the near the end of the third quarter.
Yeah.
I don't remember our player who he caught the ball and he was hit, and they didn't call the play, dropped the ball, and
Right.
they never called the penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Another one was they dropped the ball.
Do you feel, we don't have to go through all of them because it really comes down to this, do you feel that the Packers lost the game because of bad officiating?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
But I think
why did they lose? Why did
play.
they lose the game?
Defense was on the field way too long. It started all from when Jordan threw that interception, and it looks like the momentum shifted after that fact, and then the defense was on the field way, way, way too long.
Okay. They were ahead 23-14 at that time.
It was almost like the Chicago game in the second half.
Yeah. Yep. And they didn't get lucky. He didn't pull a Caleb
Micah
Williams.
Parsons?
Yes.
Micah Parsons' injury. Let's hope. I'm praying.
No, he's done. He's
tonight.
done for the year. Move on. He's done for the year. Done.
That's what it's looking like.
Right. So
And
Gary
that's
said
another
it best.
sore point.
Other guys got to fill in and do better than they've done.
And everybody loves to say step up, but I'm going to miss the step up part. Fill in. Opportunities.
You are
other
right.
guys. Other guys have
You're both
opportunities.
correct.
Yeah.
Right, and there are people that have opportunities that you think it's reasonable to think they could fill some of the voids.
I think Jeff Hafley can now head and go and do some things with Adrian Cooper that he did last year that he's not doing now.
Okay.
Quay Walker is now healthy. I think those two guys can make a difference.
All right. Rob, appreciate the call.
Thanks, Rob.
Gary has other things to do. Gary Ellerson Enterprises is huge.
Yep.
And now we don't call it the soliloquy. We call it parting words.
I will just say this, Homer. It's never as bad as you think it is. I think the Green Bay Packer team is still a really good team. And I still think they can make the playoffs. I still think they've got enough talent. Now, Super Bowl team before tonight. Not so much right now. We have to see how it develops. And see how it all shakes out after Watson, Tom, right? We know the injuries, but I think more than anything else, it's going to be mental more than physical. And we got to see how these guys come out of this from a mental standpoint, in that is Jordan Love still in the right space. Now he's got to go find a different guy.
Yeah, and I look at Golden as huge, and it's asking too much. He shows you some of that.
Well, he doesn't have to do it all like Watson did it.
But some of it.
But Wicks is really good.
He has to make the defense think enough of him to do some of what they felt they had to do against Watson.
Correct. And that's where we got to go. And it's a work in progress because
we only got a few weeks left.
You only got 3 weeks left. You got 3 games. So it's a work in progress. Can they get it all done against the Chicago Bears at Soldier Field? Is that Saturday night?
Yes. And it changes everything. That puts them in a certain situation. They lose it.
But they could be a team, if they can sneak in, could be a team where they can be hot in 3 weeks.
Oh, we have to talk to you about that. But now there's no way to know until you know who's coming back.
Right.
Somebody has to come back that I'm not counting on.
Yeah.
'Cause I think they can be lukewarm at best. But
we don't know.
We don't know yet. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
And again, everybody should know, always on Spectrum.
Yes.
And also Monday, Potawatomi.
Yeah.
Fabulous place to watch any
tomorrow,
sporting event. 6 to 8.
6 to 8.
Greg
Matzik and me.
Yes.
We may have we'll have Jason Wilde on at some point in the first hour.
Good.
And we'll probably have Yurko.
Oh, talk about the Bears.
In the second hour.
Well, be ready.
About the Packer-Bears matchup.
Every Bear person alive is going to say they're winning.
Well,
Everyone
okay.
alive. I know.
That's okay. Well, they feel it. And as well as they should.
As well they should. Thanks, Gary.
No, thank you.
Jason Wilde next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
This season, give gifts that are always a win. Island Resort and Casino gift cards, gaming and dining, poolside fun, and overnight stays. Gift card of the year.
12 hours on the clock. 12 signs of the zodiac.
12 days of Christmas.
12 apostles. And 12 wow items at Kessler's.
And 12 wow items at Kessler's.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
One of the coolest wow items is only $48.
It's a paperclip chain made out of gold-plated sterling silver. Very cool. And just $48.
We have wow tennis bracelets for just $1,998.
Wow 10-carat tennis necklaces. Wow engagement rings.
A wow toggle heart bracelet.
And it's just $168. Wow diamond pendants.
And a fantastic wow snowflake pendant in sterling silver.
With blue color-enhanced diamonds. Blue! And it's just $163. Kessler's is the place to be for you and me. And blue diamonds are you diamonds. The thing is wow. The time is now. Merry Christmas, everyone.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you and our holiday hours, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
This winter, upgrade your home and your savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. New windows, roofing, siding, or a stunning bath makeover. Get it done now and get $3,000 off your project. That's right, $3,000 back in your pocket during our biggest year-end blowout. Call 262-800-4274 or head to extpros.com. Don't wait. These holiday savings melt away fast. Exterior Pros and Baths. Your home upgraded for the holidays.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night, so for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
St. Nick meets St. Kate. The holidays are in full swing at St. Kate the Arts Hotel, where every celebration shines a little brighter. Browse unique gifts at the holiday marketplace, gather for unforgettable Christmas Eve and Christmas Day dining, and of course, don't miss Brunch with Santa, a family favorite filled with joy, treats, and holiday magic. Celebrate the season at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. Visit stkatearts.com/holidays for all the details.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
Jason Wilde, all Packers all the time. I won't treat him any differently than anybody else. I have no score. The only thing you need to know is everybody's hurt. Season is over, other than whatever they can do to survive, given all the injuries that have occurred. And Jason Wilde will be our expert for all the injuries. Good evening, Jason.
No, the season's not over. Come on. Their Super Bowl hopes
over.
Are over.
All right, NFC Championship game, over.
Probably.
Yeah.
But like right now.
Yes.
Right now, if the season ended today, they would be the 7th seed, and they would play the 3 seed, which is the Chicago Bears.
Jason,
the Chicago Bears are significantly better than them?
Yes, with
what
the injuries that have occurred. Because you know the Packers are not the same team that has created this record.
Well, first of all, look, they're not winning the Super Bowl. Breaking news. Okay, now without Parsons and without Tucker Kraft, they basically now have lost the 2 guys, not named Jordan Love, that they absolutely, positively could not afford to lose if they were going to win the Super Bowl.
But they might have Watson?
Yeah, his dad said he's fine.
Whoa.
And, of course, in only his form, said, sorry to tell all you haters out there, whatever he tweeted. Will can find him on Twitter. I don't follow him. He's
Then the season is not over. I based the season being over.
So that's why you got to get this kind of information.
Well, we had gotten information.
You do that.
Hold on. No, so I was wrong. This is a work in progress. Mark Tauscher said he was in the hospital. Now, I said sometimes the hospital means bad. Sometimes it's, well, we're worried that it could be something.
Tausch is not a reporter. Tausch is an analyst, right? He always makes it clear that. He did go to the hospital to be checked out. He traveled home with the team.
Okay.
So, like, if you suffered, like, a lung injury or a lacerated kidney, like
it wasn't anything which they were concerned about to take him.
Right. You don't travel home then. You have to stay overnight in the hospital, and he didn't have to do that. So that's good news there. Matt LaFleur said that they don't think that Zach Tom's knee injury or Evan Williams' knee injury is long-term either. Now, does that mean on a short week by one day that they can be ready for Saturday?
Right.
Probably not, but I wouldn't rule it out.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it felt at the end of the game when you've lost Parsons, you've lost Tom, you've lost Watson, and you've lost Evan Williams, 4 starters, and I would argue, 4 really good starters, right? I mean, probably your best offensive lineman, probably your second best defensive back, obviously your best wide receiver and your best pass rusher. Yeah, that's not great, Bob, or Steve in this case. Now, that said, we'll see how things play out, but look,
that requires them to have their best game of the season to win in Chicago. Best of the season.
I don't agree.
Okay.
I don't agree. Look, the Bears are not the Bears of old. We all agree on that. Let's hold off on crowning them for a while here too.
I'm crowning them 1 week because of all the Packer injuries.
Let's see who's available on Saturday.
Okay.
But I'm sorry. I'm not seeding the NFC North for them, and I'm not seeding the playoffs for the Packers. I think both of those are still distinctly possible. They go into Chicago and win, which I think is not in any way a Herculean task. And they're back in first place with 2 games to go. Minnesota's putting up a decent fight right now in Dallas. Obviously, Baltimore is going to have something to play for, but they're not, just like the Chiefs weren't the Chiefs this year, the Ravens ain't the Ravens, and Lamar Jackson hasn't been Lamar Jackson.
Correct.
So I'm not, believe me, I am not here to deliver seashells and balloons, as Al McGuire used to famously say.
What are you here to deliver? This I got to hear.
I am here to say that, well, first of all, like, I think this is a really important stretch for Matt LaFleur. Like, they find a way to overcome this. Look, I don't think if ed policy is in any way, shape, or form considering a coaching change, I'm sorry, I cannot fathom that.
I agree with you totally.
I'm not saying,
I would tell him tomorrow to give both of them a 1-year extension. This loss had nothing to do with them.
Sure. And so, and that's a half measure. I don't think they're going to get 4-year extensions like traditionally they like to do, which puts them under contract
after next
for 5
year.
more
I'll
years.
think about it.
But maybe, right? But like, what I'm saying is that they still, it is not happy time, obviously. And Micah Parsons' injury, I know Xavier McKinney said, "Hey, we thought we were a Super Bowl team before we traded for Micah Parsons." Yeah, but that was also before he lost Tucker Kraft,
nice
and I didn't really believe you were. You may have believed that, but you're on the team. I didn't believe that.
Correct.
Now you're definitely not. But there's, like, I've always argued, despite some people's disagreements with me, that there are varying degrees of success, and there is importance to how you overcome adversity. So let's say they win in Chicago. Let's say they win the NFC North. Let's say they win a home game against, the Bears or whoever they would have come to Green Bay.
Spectacular season. Unbelievable season.
And then they lose on the road in Seattle.
Lose by 100.
Or
yes.
LA. Right. So, like, let's, do you as a fan, given the circumstances, have to adjust your hopes and dreams and expectations? I think you should. But I don't think you should just say, well, forget it then. If they're not going to win the Super Bowl, I don't give a damn. Like that, I don't understand that mentality. If there are fans that are feeling that way, fine. Godspeed. If that's how you want to deal with it, fine. But look, there's still things to be gained here. And the Micah Parsons acquisition was not like CC Sabathia, that you acquired him for one playoff run to hopefully win it all as a rental. Like,
but do you now worry that he's not going to be the same after he has
26.
this surgery? So you're not.
He's 26.
Okay, you think he'll be fine?
I do. I know Von Miller tore his ACL at 33, and he didn't even have a sack the following season. Mm-hmm. Now, Rashawn Gary tore his ACL at a relatively young age, and he is. But I'm just not sure Rashawn Gary was ever that good. Like, he certainly wasn't Micah Parsons good. Also, do I think Micah Parsons, who was asked about being compared to Reggie White on Friday, and now here we are on Sunday, is serious about wanting to be a Hall of Fame player? I do think so, right?
He's already in the Hall of Fame. He doesn't have to do anything.
I think he will. I don't have any doubt that Micah Parsons has the work ethic to come back from this the way Christian Watson has. Okay. So, again, every injury is different, but is the timeline going to be challenging? For sure. He basically suffers this injury about 3 to 4 weeks earlier than Watson suffered his last year. Watson didn't come back until late October. I would think that with Micah Parsons, the Packers would say, with this investment, let's not rush him back next year. But I'm not – certainly there's a risk. There's no doubt about it. But let's not write him off now as, oh, my God, he tore his ACL. He'll never be the same. We gave up 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark for him. This is going to be like the Damian Lillard trade. Like, I don't think it's that either. Like, look, as Tausch likes to say with his daughter, feel your feelings. So tonight and tomorrow on our show, feel however you feel. It's not my job to tell you how to feel, but what I am telling you is that while I agree with you that they are not winning the Super Bowl in 2025, if Watson is okay, as his dad claims on social media, if Zach Tom is – like, the Bears have a terrible pass rush. They are not very good. So if you have to – you can win with Darian Kennard at right tackle on Saturday night. You can win with, Zane Anderson or Javon Bullard at safety instead of Evan Williams for one game. Like, again, those are not catastrophic. Am I going to downplay losing arguably the second best edge rusher in all of football? Because obviously, Myles Garrett is on the cusp of breaking the single season record. Yeah, I'm not going to try and sugarcoat that. But look, if your expectation and demand, and you're going to use this is title town, not reach the NFC divisional round town, I can't help you. But if you don't see that there is more to be accomplished and more to growing your team, and how does Jordan, here's another thing, how does Jordan Love respond to this? How does he elevate his game knowing that now he's going to have to put this team a little more on his shoulders? Not that he doesn't before, but now it becomes a little bit greater.
We saw what the offense was after Christian Watson went out. From everybody being open to being horrible, in-game. And nobody was open.
That's in game. It is hard to adjust in game, even for really good coaches.
Is it?
They're going to have. It is hard to adjust, especially when they lost. I don't think they lose to if Tucker Kraft tears his ACL on the final drive against Carolina instead of 2 minutes into the third quarter, I don't think they lose to Carolina.
But they played without Christian Watson before. They know what.
Exactly.
And so it was horrible today.
No, it wasn't. Well, it was horrible
after Watson
the
was
interception. Gone. No doubt. Yep, I would agree. And look, Jordan Love throws a second interception.
I'm not blaming him.
I thought Matthew Golden, who has been dealing with injuries,
he was awesome
for weeks. I thought he was terrific.
Yes.
So now you have a week to say, all right, well, we didn't design this week's game plan to feature Matthew Golden extensively. So now we need to get him more involved. We need to get Romeo Doubs more involved, although he was more involved today than he was last week. We need to get more out of Jaden Reed. We can use Bo Melton a little bit more. Wicks, I don't think Wicks saw a pass until that one catch he had, and then he had the pass that was thrown behind him and was intercepted, that was a bad throw by Jordan. I think Jordan would say that. But Josh Jacobs was phenomenal. The only problem with Josh Jacobs today, he had a 40-yard run. The other 11 carries, he had 33 yards, which obviously isn't great. But I think Josh Jacobs looked like he got through the game with the, altered practice schedule during the week pretty well. I mean, the touchdown catch he makes is ridiculous. It's a great throw. I'm not trying to be Mary Sunshine here. I'm just saying that while it's bad, they're not dead. They may be in the hospital, they may be in ICU, but we're not writing them off. We're not bringing in the priest. Unless, of course, you're talking solely about winning the Super Bowl. Then, fine, you can declare them and do the autopsy now.
Well, to me, it's all about the Bears game. I don't have the same confidence you have. If they win the Bears game, then I would say I'll buy into all that you're saying. But I don't think they're going to.
Yeah, I think they're going to. I think they're going to go to Chicago and beat the Bears.
That would be impressive.
I mean,
huge. By the way, they
Bears,
are a favorite.
Great job today. Yeah, great job today by the Bears beating the Browns. And I understand the Packers lost to the Browns.
I'm not even
get all that. But my only question is, go through the Bears wins and tell me what their signature wins are that make you say. I mean, to me, it's Philly, and then I look at Philly and go, "What the hell's wrong with Philly?" Right?
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, it's all to me. And I don't have to look at Chicago because it's all about the injuries to the Packers. We've accepted, and you have, that in this game, you're almost 100% sure to be without Micah Parsons, Zach Tom, and Williams. I mean, that's huge.
I'm not willing to accept. Maybe they have Tom, maybe they have Williams, but again, if they don't, their losses, while significant, are not the same. Look, the problem with Micah Parsons' injury is that the guys that were supposed to benefit from him when he was on the field have not.
Yeah.
Van Ness hasn't been on the field. He finally came back today. Gary, I think he had a pressure or two tonight.
Gary Ellison
and he had
said
a run
this
stop.
exactly. You have guys that can step up and should step up who've shown some level of success in the past to make up for.
Not enough though. They have not given me. What's the saying that I learned at Martin Luther High School and St. Paul's Lutheran? Faith is the belief in things unseen.
Yeah.
You're having. There's not a whole lot of proof from those two guys at this point that they can do it on a consistent basis. There are certainly instances where both those, and look, again, this is all about expectations. They're both first-round picks. My God, Rashawn Gary was picked in the same slot in 2019.
But I don't care
as
that
Parsons was in 21.
We know
what
how
I'm saying
a player he is. He's been there for a lot of years. You know how good he is, and where he was drafted has no impact on the player you've observed, right?
No, it does. The contract and the draft status, that never goes away. And
but
that, like if Kingsley Enagbare had gone 7 games now without a sack, we would not be spending a lot of time on that. But because it's Rashawn Gary, you're damn right we are. And now especially, he is the story. You've lost Micah Parsons. You now are relying on a guy who started like gangbusters as his running mate, who was emotional in the locker room about his injury. You are relying on him now. He had 4.5 sacks in the first 3 games, and now we're 14 games in. So the last 11 games, he has managed 3 sacks, including 0.
Right, but we've lived this. You've lived this before. When they gave him the contract, there was a legitimate concern about whether he was deserving of it. The inconsistent play of Rashawn Gary is not new. It's existed throughout his entire career, and that's where you're at now. Who knows if he'll do better? But, there's nothing. You didn't think this would happen. The Packers didn't think this would happen, but you can't. I remember what you said. You can't say you're shocked, because that's been a part of Rashawn Gary that has always concerned you, right?
Yeah, if Rashawn Gary was who you were hoping he would be, you're not trading for Micah Parsons anyway.
Right. So that's who you're counting on. All right. Well, we got.
I hope that helped.
Well, it does. You're more positive.
Well,
I'll be exactly in your club. I'll be exactly in your club if they beat the Bears. But I think it's important to emphasize how difficult that will be on the road against a team that's confident. I'm saying that good. And you're a mess because of all the injuries. It's nobody's fault. This post-game injury report presented by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com today for information. If they handed all the Packer players, they'd have to bring in extra people. Anything we didn't address? Is there anybody else that's hurt?
I saw Jaden Reed limping off at the end, but I think he's going to be okay. That was, again, he's an important piece of what they're going to try and do, whether they have Watson or not. Again, I think it's important to at least couch the fact that this is coming from his dad, who's a bit of a loose cannon on social media, but the fact that he chose to proclaim his son's health by saying that bad news for the haters, I'm not sure I'm on board with, but I think that's it. I think we've covered that. And
well, that's good.
The one thing that I'm also curious about, and if they don't handle it well, and this is where it's a huge week for Matt LaFleur. I'm curious what their psyche is going to be. I was talking to Domofsky, and he interviewed Xavier McKinney out there, and he said Xavier McKinney during the same conversation was both optimistic and hopeful and pessimistic and devastated all in the span of 8 minutes. And so I'm very curious, because you can say all you want. Oh, well, we thought we were a Super Bowl team even before we got Micah Parsons.
They're devastated.
That's great. But you're devastated because you know what you were with it. I was as I said it after Tucker Kraft got hurt. I said, I don't believe they're a Super Bowl team anymore. But the way they played the last few weeks, and the way Watson had emerged, and the way their defense was coming together, I was considering revising my position. And obviously now I'm more than ever a believer that they're not a Super Bowl team. But and look, we were, and I was, I'm not saying I was the leader of the band, but I was certainly in the horn section, tooting the horn. But I thought Jordan Love, with a really good performance today, which he was unbelievably good in the first half, like ridiculously good.
Yep.
Like better than he'd ever been in any first half
ever. And he made the great scramble, which was necessary after Watson got hurt, and the only positive offensive play in the entire rest of the game. And yet they still couldn't do anything after that.
Yeah, I think they got outscored 20-3 after Watson's injury.
First half it was 23-14. The second half was 20-3 in favor of.
Right.
Yep.
So we'll see where Christian is at, and again, the short week doesn't help, that's for sure. But we'll see. That's your injury report.
Great. Appreciate it, Jason. Tomorrow at 9 more. Make everybody feel better if you can. I can't.
I'll do what I can.
Yes,
all
you
right,
will.
Take care. Be good.
You bet. Jason Wilde, all Packers all the time. Window Nation, 90% customer satisfaction, 90%. I like him, but the key is that people that have worked with him like him. This month, Window Nation puts an end to your window problems. First of all, they can do it right now. You can't believe how quickly they can do it. And if you talk to them, say, Homer said you can do it right now. And they'll go, yep. 50% off all window styles, plus you could get 0 interest for 5 years. Sale ends soon, so schedule your free estimate right now at windownation.com and tell them you want it done right now. That's windownation.com. Packers lost. I wish I was as confident as Jason Wilde. They beat the Bears, and I'm there. I just don't think they will. Too many injuries. It would be impressive. Vegas disagrees with me. Vegas had the Packers. I think at game time they were about a 2-point favorite at Denver. And I have the Packers a 3-point favorite in Chicago against the Bears. We'll check and see what the other sites have it. Packers lost. Players. The score doesn't matter. Next.
We're back with Green Bay Game Night after this on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
When you're injured, you want quick, specialized care, not a long ER wait. The orthopedic care specialists at Ortho ASAP treat fractures, sprains, strains, sports injuries, and more right away. With on-site x-rays and expert care, Ortho ASAP gets you back on track faster. Open 7 days a week with locations in Brookfield and Pewaukee, it's more affordable than the ER. Walk in, get treated, and get back to life. Ortho ASAP. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com. The holidays are the perfect time to thank the people who make your business shine. At Alpha Custom Apparel, we help you create custom gifts and branded apparel that show true appreciation, whether it's polished polos for your sales team, cozy quarter zips for employees, or thoughtful giveaways for your best clients. We make it easy with fast turnaround, creative options, and Midwest service you can count on. This season, give gifts that build pride and strengthen relationships long after the holidays are over. Visit alphacustomapparel.com and start your holiday gifting today.
Are you looking for reliable transportation this holiday season? I've got you covered. Hey, it's Jen Latta from ESPN Milwaukee. With holiday parties, family gatherings, and year-end events on the horizon, I trust Accutrans Group to handle all my private transportation needs. Whether it's a corporate function or a festive celebration, Accutrans gets me there safely and on time. As a veteran-owned business, they pride themselves on top-notch service that you can count on. Booking is easy, stress-free, and reliable. Just visit AccuTransGroup.com to reserve your holiday ride today. That's AccuTransGroup.com.
Get the beat of the Bucks straight from a fan favorite and Bucks legend.
Welcome to the fantastic voyage. Marcus Johnson, the captain of this vessel.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson, a Bucks Plus audio production.
My first mate, Chris Johnson, the only father and son tandem.
Your weekly pulse on the Milwaukee Bucks and conversations with the biggest names in basketball. This week on the pod, Marcus and Chris talk to ESPN NBA analyst Monica McNutt. Find Here District now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, or wherever you get your podcast.
The president of James Imaging Systems, Tom Tegeter.
As I reflect on the 2025 performance of the James Imaging Systems team, I'm inspired by their power of action, reliable follow-through, and ability to consistently connect with our clients. So thank you for helping our clients grow, profit, and thrive. In addition, I'm humbled by the trust our clients place in the James Imaging Systems expertise to help them succeed, now and in the years to come. As your local business technology partner, I extend my appreciation and gratitude for your ongoing loyalty. Looking forward, I feel that as individuals and as a community, if we display the power of positive action and authentically strive to find common ground, then our local communities will be stronger and our family connections will be secure and enduring. To everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless America.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Hi, this is John Neal, CPA, best-selling author and founder of the Neal Group. As we get closer to the end of the year, what can you do to make sure you are not paying more in taxes than you have to? What deductions are commonly overlooked? What new items were created by the new tax law? How will the changes affect you? You still have time to get your books in order to make sure you don't pay more in taxes than you absolutely have to. Avoiding taxes is perfectly fine. Evading taxes can land you in prison. Remember last year when you said never again? Don't do the same thing this year and expect different results. You earned it, we help you keep it. Call 414-325-2040 now to set up a meeting to see how you can take advantage of all the tax laws. Don't be surprised again on April 15th. The first meeting is free. That's 414-325-2040 or visit us at nealgroup.net. That's NEAL group.net.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
It is Green Day Game Day. How long have we been going? Probably like over 3 hours?
Right about 3 hours.
Right about 3 hours. I haven't given the score, and I will not. All you need to know is the Packers lost a number of players, including Micah Parsons, out for the year, torn ACL. Assume he'll miss a certain number of games early next year. And I've said the season is over. I'll just be happy if they make the playoffs. Winning the division would be impressive. And I'm as negative as I am because I think it's appropriate to appreciate and understand how amazing it would be if they did those things. They beat the Bears. Any of that stuff is possible or likely because I don't think they're going to beat the Bears with all the injuries they have. I feel terrible because nobody did anything wrong. I don't know how anybody can be negative about anything regarding the Packers because none of it mattered. Only one thing mattered. All those guys got hurt, and there's no way you can blame any of the coaches for that, and it sucks. Sean in Sun Prairie, you're on. It sucks with Homer.
I'm going to be the contrarian. I'm usually negative, but I'm overly positive.
Oh, this has got to be good.
Next man up.
What is that? That doesn't mean
up. I mean, look at the Rams.
No, that's crap. Next man up. There's a reason they're second team. Some second team guys are okay. Other second team guys suck. Tell me who the people are that you believe in they're going to play now that weren't playing before. That's what I want to know, not some coach crap. Who's going to play now that you believe in could make the gap small? Who's going to take Micah Parsons' spot?
Well, no one. He's a unicorn.
Fine. Okay. So, and how do you believe the defense is going to be as good, even though, and continuing to believe, they've sucked the last 2 weeks? And I apologized earlier for saying that it was pitiful and an embarrassment because they weren't good enough for me to use those words. So, it's not very good.
Well, so I'm just, every team deals with injuries. Look at the Rams tonight. They lost both Adams and Puka, so they're not going to be the juggernaut
For how long?
they are.
For how long?
Well, we'll see. I don't know.
Well, no, but that's the key. The key with Parsons, he's gone for a year. If Christian Watson is back for the Bears game, then it would change. I suspect that those four, Williams and who's the other one as well, Zach Tom will probably all miss the Bears game. And that's huge because...
Yeah. I look.
Yes.
The Packers under Aaron Rodgers should have been to numerous Super Bowls, and they always lost to inferior teams. So
yeah, what does that have to do with anything? Jordan Love is not Aaron Rodgers.
Well, he's not.
Correct.
And he doesn't have the talent. Yeah, but again, inferior players, inferior teams have beaten the Packers throughout the years to advance in the playoffs and the Super Bowl. So I'm not going to count anyone out just yet. And the way he throws off his back foot and still completes passes, I think if we got him and Josh Jacobs,
excellent point, Sean. How'd that offense look after Christian Watson got hurt? I saw the offense before that. Jordan Love was fantastic. People were open. He hit him. Once Christian Watson went down, nobody was open. It was horrible. The only thing he did was a great scramble, but they couldn't even score with that. I don't know how you watched any of that game after the Christian Watson injury and have any confidence that the offense can do anything. Now, help me.
Well, I think it was bad play calling. You put your quarterback in a situation where he was trying to shove the ball. I think if we would have gone back to running the ball with Josh Jacobs and Emmanuel Wilson, and we're going to be a more run-heavy team with your top wide receiver out. I mean, we were only down by one score the entire game.
That's correct.
With 8 points.
Hold on. That's nice of you to say that. Hold on. The Packers were ahead 23-14 after the first series in the second half, and then were outscored 20-3. 20-3. Where's that factor in?
Well, it's a defense that had Micah Parsons, so I mean,
no, it didn't. When they had given up a few points. When Parsons went down, it was 23-21.
It was 13 more points.
Yeah, they scored 13 after Parsons.
It was 13 more points with Parsons out. Yeah. No, I mean, look, it was Denver.
You're not selling it real well, Sean. Will, is he selling it very well?
Look,
he says no. I hope they're right.
I'm just saying, don't count for dead, and you're on the Titanic tonight.
No, here's what I said. As far as anything special, NFC Championship, Super Bowl, dead. Dead, dead, dead. As dead as Adam and Eve. Right. Now, the possibility of winning the division is there, but they have to beat the Bears. I will only say that after they beat the Bears. I will be happy if they get to the playoffs and incredibly excited if they win the division and or win a game in the playoffs. I want that to be the standard because otherwise people are not being honest about how horrible this is.
But from moving forward, come on, I know you're Catholic. Looking forward, don't have a polluted mindset. And looking backwards and doom and gloom about
it's not doom and gloom. I like the coach. I like the GM. I like him to get ready for next season. This year is over. And it's very sad, very frustrating. No one did anything anything special about the season. Oh, it's not over. So now making the playoffs would make you happy. Crap. Maybe it would because the situation is so bad.
All you need is a chip in a chair when you're at the poker table, right? All you need to do is get in and see what happens. No one thought they'd beat Dallas 2 years ago in Love's first year.
You can't believe this crap.
Things. No, but that's all we have to do. I mean, whether I believe it or not, let's put a good face on it and let's compete.
No,
I mean,
I don't want
back it in
because if I put a good face on it, people will not appreciate how amazing it is if they win.
You're just managing expectations.
What? Yes, I've managed them. These people are hurt. They're missing Micah Parsons. They're missing Christian Watson. They got to play the Bears in 6 days. I hope Watson plays, and they're missing 2 other guys. That's 4 players, Zach Tom Good. And I know 3 of the 4 aren't going to play. And if Christian Watson plays, I would assume he's less than 50%. That's the issue. Not mad at anybody. Not disappointed in anybody. It just sucks, but it's the truth.
But, going into
I'm going to probably make that show again for yelling.
I was going to say you were famously put on the national spotlight for saying how bad the Packers defense was, even with
and I apologize this week because I shouldn't have been so mad because they suck. I said they were embarrassing and pathetic based on expectations of the season and the first half. Given on what they did this week against Denver, I apologize. They suck. I never said it should. That was disappointing. I should have said, hey, they're just way overrated. They're not nearly as good as everybody thinks. And they'd have probably put me on the show anyway because the concept of the show is get people on who yell, not whether or not they're right or wrong, which is that's pathetic. But anyway.
I don't know. Packer fans.
Here's what it comes down to, real simple to me. You think they're going to beat the Bears because to do anything close to what you want, they got to beat the Bears. Are they going to beat the Bears?
I think they'll beat the Bears. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then we can have the discussion for all
we
that
own
you
the
wish.
Bears.
What do you mean we own the Bears?
No, absolutely.
Aaron Rodgers owned the Bears. Well, how do you say they own the Bears? I mean, LaFleur did early, but in the last year or so, have they? The question is,
LaFleur
Ben Johnson owns the Packers. Ben Johnson owns the Packers as a coordinator with Detroit and as head coach.
One as a head coach.
Fine. He's like 5-2. He's 5-2.
Matt LaFleur is what, 12-2 against the Bears last time?
Yes. That's correct.
Okay.
Before Ben Johnson
So we
showed
own
up.
the Bears.
We'll see. Right, you will own the Bears. It's a little bit different.
Ben Johnson showed up and we're 1-0.
That's correct. Hold on to that. Just remember, I warned you. But you believe they're going to win, and that will we'll have a totally different show. I will say, Sean, you were right. I underestimated, and what they did was incredible. And everybody should send a thank you card or some sort of Christmas present to the Packers, recognizing how impressive the win was, given all the injuries 6 days later in Chicago. Because that's what I'll do. You really think they're going to beat the Bears?
Yeah, fair enough. But I mean, they're a professional football team. They have
so is the Tennessee
pride,
Titans.
And it's the greatest.
You can't.
So
are the Arizona Cardinals.
No,
and so
they
are
have
the New York Giants.
They have no pride. Cam Ward has no pride.
They have no talent. What if I was the starting quarterback for the Las Vegas Raiders? Would you say they have no? I mean, they brought a 50-year-old quarterback, and Indianapolis almost won because that's the worst thing about the league.
Yeah,
you don't even need a first down.
15,
just get
18.
the ball, and then we'll kick a 60-yard field goal, and they'll get the ball, and they'll kick a 54-yard field goal. That's pathetic. Yeah, he was okay.
Yeah.
But I'm saying we got a big
now.
problem that isn't Packer-oriented, and then this kicking is insanity, that how far they make it from. So you literally don't even need a first down, and you can score points. It's not the NFL. It's the National Kicking League, the NKL. You can use that, Sean, if you want. All right. Will says he has something. He usually has. He's been 100%. We'll find out next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
A blizzard of $300,000 in prizes is rolling into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. It's Arctic action. One in? Step 1. Earn entries with your rewards card December 1st through the 18th. Step 2. Show up for Thursday drawings. Step 3. Be ready for a chance to pick from a weekly prize board. As a bonus, there'll be a jackpot drawing for the leftover prizes. Arctic action. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Pain has a way of stealing the moments that matter most, especially during the holidays. It's not just your knees, your back, or your shoulders. It's time with family and friends. But in 2026, that all could change when your body remembers how to heal. It just needs a little help finding the way back. Dr. Ashley Caravelli and her team at QC Kinetics here in Milwaukee believe relief doesn't just come from surgery or pain pills. They use your body's own natural healing abilities to repair and restore what's been lost. It's your body's comeback story, powered by the very cells that built you in the first place. No surgery, no pain pills, no long recovery, just your body remembering how to feel alive again. QC Kinetics delivers that long-term relief that you're finally looking for. Make the new year your turning point where pain stops defining you. It's time to take that first step. Literally, time to walk, enjoy the holidays, live without pain, and live without hesitation. With QC Kinetics, healing is within reach. Schedule your free consultation today at QC Kinetics. Give them a call at 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Experience the excellence of Catholic Memorial High School for yourself. Come see how students gain a competitive edge at CMH.
Visit CatholicMemorial.net to schedule a VIP tour or student shadow day. Meet the inspiring teachers, welcoming students, and feel the energy of the CMH culture, where all students achieve more than they ever imagined possible. Visit CatholicMemorial.net to schedule your visit. That's CatholicMemorial.net. Catholic Memorial High School in Waukesha, where you rise.
Green and gold fans, it's game day. And you know what that means. Tailgating with friends and raising a glass to our favorite team. This season, make Bacardi the star of your pregame party. Whether you're mixing up a classic Bacardi and cola, refreshing Bacardi lime and soda, or a smooth spiced and cola, Bacardi is the perfect pick for game day fun. Grab a bottle and get ready to cheer on Green Bay with the best in hand. Available now at your local retailer. Live passionately, drink responsibly. Bacardi USA, Miami, Florida. Run 40% alcohol by volume.
This winter, upgrade your home and your savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. New windows, roofing, siding, or a stunning bath makeover. Get it done now and get $3,000 off your project. That's right, $3,000 back in your pocket during our biggest year-end blowout. Call 262-800-4274 or head to extpros.com. Don't wait. These holiday savings melt away fast. Exterior Pros and Baths. Your home upgraded for the holidays.
Put a little wow in your winter at the 31st Annual Lake Geneva Winterfest and America's Snow Sculpting Invitational, January 28th through February 1st. Watch 15 top teams create breathtaking masterpieces in snow right before your very eyes. Enjoy bonfires on the beach, a kids' play area, live entertainment, and a sparkling downtown ice sculpture walk. Plan your Winterfest getaway at visitlakeggeneva.com. Lake Geneva, where it's always been the place for winter magic.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
This is the Green Bay postgame show, or whatever we call it. Didn't we have a caller and they left? Wow, had a chance to come on and finish the show and challenge you in the last segment. All right. I'm Homer. I want to thank Mark Tauscher, Gary Ellison, Jason Wilde, and now producer Will. I would call you Sparky, but that's what I called all producers only. Somebody has continued to use it, even though he hated it at the time. So you're just Will.
I'm okay with that. It's not as cool as Sparky.
I'm not. I probably got something else for you,
Yeah.
but I haven't come up with it yet. And now Will, who's had great show-ending comments in the past, that's why he continues to get one. Let her fly.
My question to you, who is a more valuable loss for this team? Is it Christian Watson to the offense or Micah Parsons to the defense?
Parsons is the better player, but it would appear that Christian Watson is a bigger loss to the team.
After what we saw from the defense and the secondary today, I think they're just not good. They're just not good with or without Micah Parsons. I don't know if they can compete down the road in the playoffs, but here's the thing. Like Christian Watson, I said this last week, it was underrated how valuable he is to this offense. Like ever since he came back from injury and took the top off the safeties and forced the defense to spread out, it opened up so many other avenues.
Right. And we saw it today.
Yes. And the second he got injured, the Packers reverted back to the Week 7 Packers where
nobody's open, running game doesn't work,
trying to force passes, and at the end of the day, I do believe too that the offense won them the past 2 weeks against the Bears and the Lions. Two very tough games.
Correct.
I think Jordan Love and Christian Watson, and the combination of those two were the two things that won them those games. And
why haven't you mentioned Golden?
Well,
you had to be impressed today.
I was very impressed.
And any thought that they can replace Watson, which has to be small,
but here's
exists totally on what he might do.
Matt LaFleur hasn't used him all year, and now, like, if we put him into Christian Watson's role, he's going to have to be the biggest player on their offense, the best player on their offense. He's going to have to step up.
You're
and I
right
don't know
again.
if he's ready for that.
He may not be there. He has to figure out how to use him. But
I will say, in the two situations in late games where he's needed to step up, he has. Against the Cardinals on that big, I think it was that third down. Or do you remember that?
No, I don't remember anything. I just remember he showed today what they thought he could do in a situation when they needed it. And, again, everybody looked good when Watson was playing.
I think Golden is good, and he's good enough to make the offense better, but I just don't think he's good enough to fill Christian Watson's shoes.
You're probably right.
Yeah, I don't think it goes.
I got no other choices.
Yeah, I don't
the
think
best I got.
Noticed how good Christian Watson was for the offense.
No, I think they do.
Like that Josh Jacobs drive last week that sealed the game for them, that was because of Christian Watson.
Yeah, you're right.
Christian Watson burning them deep all game, forced them to open up.
And we don't have to say that based on our opinion. We can say that we just saw it. And I will always believe that Peyton went for it on 4th down at the end of the game because he knew there was no way that the Packer offense could do anything. They couldn't get a first down. They couldn't get open, and I could be wrong, but if he didn't think that, he should have. I thought going for it on 4th down was idiotic because the Packer offense can't do anything on the Denver defense, so just make them go as long as possible in case there's a penalty or something. It was very similar to what LaFleur did and what the Packers did with Jordan Love against Cleveland. It didn't cost Denver because they got a little lucky.
I'm ready to completely jump ship on the secondary. They made Bo Nix, who I think is an average to below average quarterback, look like Tom Brady today.
Yes.
The fact that they cannot, like I get you're on defense and you're not supposed to have the best hands in the world, but some of these interceptions are hitting them right in the numbers. You got to capitalize on one of those. And that's what's killed them.
I don't think Hafley will change, but yes, you could easily say you just have to blitz all the time and go man to man and take the risk that you're going to get burned, but he doesn't seem to want to do that. And
Xavier McKinney's the only one that looks like he wants to be there. Keyshawn Nixon and Carrington Valentine get burned day in and day out.
Yeah, but they want to be there. That is Keyshawn Nixon. All right? He's half good, half bad. He has been incredibly inconsistent from the very beginning, but he's the best they got who can cover someone. And so you have the good games and the bad games.
The only thing that was holding the defense slightly together was Micah. Because think about all
Pass
the people
rush.
that benefit from Micah. Rashawn Gary benefits from him. Lucas Van Ness
Well, it started to
benefits
go
from
bad
him.
the second half of last week, even with Mike, in terms of giving up the running game. But yes, this was back to before Micah Parsons, when they make unknown, pedestrian, sometimes bad young quarterbacks very good.
Yeah, and that was the way this team was going to win a Super Bowl, was that the offense was going to overcome the defense's shortcomings. And now I don't think the
Or
offense
when they
can
get
do that.
ahead, then the other team had to pass, and that's when the pass rush could work. Yeah, that's over.
It's
done.
starting to become a theme where in the second half, teams just figure out that, hey, if you can get the ball off before Micah gets home, you're going to be fine.
Why you wouldn't do it in the first half is beyond me.
No.
But yes.
Every time.
Yeah. No, those are the situations that the Packers have to deal with, and that's why I want people to think how hard it is, not to be mean, but because if they pull it off, this would be incredible if they win the division. And again, any discussion of anything starts after a win over the Bears.
The one thing that I will leave with, on a positive note, is that it seems that if the Packers do make the playoffs, the combination, one way or another, will be them playing the Bears in the first round.
Really?
And I know you are the biggest hater of 7 seeds of all time, but a Packers away playoff game at Soldier Field, I would very much like the Packers' chances in that game.
Yeah, I would agree with that. My only concern about the upcoming game, as far as the Bears and the Packers, is that everybody's hurt for the Packers.
Yeah, and if they have all those people hurt in the playoffs, then I'd say they'll lose in the playoffs too. But also, you have to throw a lot of things out the window in this rivalry game. Like if you think that, that's why the Packers.
Bears have sucked for so long. The Packers beat the crap out of them.
Yes, I think that's
Bears were really good. They beat the crap out of the Packers. I don't think that the fact that it's Green Bay and Chicago has had any impact on how games have played out.
I think you got to throw a lot of, like when the Packers are playing the Bears will always have the upper hand unless they have significantly more injuries. Like even
they didn't have the upper hand at all when the Bears were good. Now you have Brett Favre and you have Aaron Rodgers, and you got a bunch of knuckleheads in Chicago. Now they had a stretch where they were decent with Lovie Smith, and then they handled the Packers.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, Micah, if you think about it, didn't even really have that many sacks against the Bears offense.
I can understand the game is entertaining.
Yeah.
And that people would enjoy that, like the Cubs and the Brewers.
I just think that's the way that the Packers can run the table, is if they play the Bears as many times as possible.
Run? What do you mean? What is actually run the table?
Run the table in the playoffs. If they get the Bears in the first round, I really like their odds.
They couldn't run the table in the college football playoffs. Yeah, and if you're taping this, that's what I said. Slight exaggeration. They can't run the table.
Yes, they can.
Against the college, probably could.
In the NFL today, in this year's NFL, You can run the table if you get
I
to the second
disagree.
round of the
Why do
playoffs.
people not appreciate how good the Rams are, and how good Seattle is?
But they also lose to teams that they shouldn't lose to.
Not many.
The Seahawks almost
They're
lost
both
to,
11-3.
The Seahawks almost lost to Phillip Rivers, who they checked out
now
of their
we're doing
retirement home.
almost lost. Oh, almost lost.
I'm just saying, there's no week is a given. No week is guaranteed.
Yeah, but
in
you're
the league
asking
this year.
them to do it multiple weeks in a row if they don't beat the Bears and win the division, and they're not capable of that.
They could. They've won ugly a lot this year. The Packers.
I love they could.
No
Yes.
one has won uglier
Yes.
games than the Packers.
They've lost some ugly games, too.
All I'm saying, if you get...
What actually are you saying? Do you think they're going to beat the Bears?
I think they're going to beat the Bears.
Are they going to win the division?
They're going to win the division.
Are they going to win a playoff game?
They're going to win one playoff game if it's the Bears.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Just the Bears.
Just the Bears. Oh, okay. Now I know where you stand. Not that far away from where I stand if they beat the Bears, and I don't think they will.
I think the Bears are very good, but the Packers just always seem to have their number.
It could be, but I don't remember the Packers ever being as hurt as they are now. This is not about any of the players, the team. It's just that's why I'm so sad. They didn't do anything wrong, but everybody, all their star players got hurt, and that means it's over, barring the Titanic coming back from the bottom. Is that an exaggeration? No. You need to give the Packers that much credit if they beat the Bears and then go on to win the division. It's like the Titanic coming back from the bottom. Nice job, Will. You're still perfect.
Thank you.
Next.
More Green Bay game night coming up on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto.